All right, everybody, welcome back to another session of Daggerheart and Magic and Misfortune. Being your DM as always, I am Chromatic Joe, and hosting us on the lovely Twitch site is Stealth LM. Thank you so much for hosting us as always. And to do a small recap of last session, Sable was having her various flings and/or sort of understanding of her own sexuality and self, and understanding how she feels, what her boundaries are. Should she continue her relationships and flings the way that she should be? All these moral dilemmas and queries are all nicely wrapped up into a small little conversation she had with Kiris. And then after that, our party went out to get some other goodies and necessary things to go out and find Draghoul, a possible threat to not only the city of Cactus Springs, but also maybe a bigger threat at large. With that, everybody was also able to discover possible actual interference from Corvus himself in the real material plane. And then afterwards, when they finally got on their way towards the castle, we met up with a very unfortunate scene of Camtala and a portion of the top bills murdered alongside a handful of other people. And before they crossed the bridge over into the vampire castle of Draghoul, they were able to see a pair of familiar faces, Wexler and Bungus. And then afterwards they had a very small encounter with Draghoul himself, and where is now where we left off, with Draghoul declaring himself to be the one that ate the white cannibal's heart. Now, obviously, with this declaration, how does the party feel about Draghoul being so open and being a heart eater?
Is he hot?
Putting that question aside, everybody else.
I would say Sable's like very wary, given by the fact that she launched her dagger at him at the end of the last session. She's very wary of this man that is standing in front of her and doesn't necessarily know if she trusts his intentions right now.
Okay.
I think Curious is in like the same boat as that. She's very like,
Okay.
kind of weird that you're, I don't know, not necessarily so open about it, but she's keeping her guard up.
Badger doesn't know dog shit about I don't know dog shit about fucking eating hearts and stuff, so by the way.
Yeah.
And
then how does Camtala take the information that he might be kindred to this Draghoul person?
I think Camtala is still like, he obviously came in like a blinding rage, like very upset, very frustrated. And then he's still kind of synthesizing the idea of like, hey, we might be kindred because of that Galapa heritage. But definitely still genuine frustration about the outside killed Galapa that were found on the walkout.
Gotcha. And so, with the surrounding sort of oppressive nature that kind of imposes itself from the castle at large, tall, towering spires up into the air, into this wide open courtyard. And even though that the corpse of the person that I think Sable attacked in the previous session and killed almost instantly,
Yes.
is still laid out bare before everybody. Draghoul kind of doesn't take that much of a notice of him, as he almost seems to kind of step on him, as he then kind of addresses you guys more formally, as he then when he declared that he was the eater of the heart of the white cannibal, he kind of threw up his arms up in a very big flare-like motion, and then now is kind of laying back down on his sides as he still continues to look at all of you and still demands, "You have yet to answer my question. Who are all of you?"
What did we decide her name was?
We had a lot of names. So,
The low rollers, aka
Was it the low rollers?
the cat
I was gonna say, I think-
saviors of.
Yes.
yeah, the Love Rollers, Saviors of Duskvale, also known as the Four Best Friends or whatever the fuck.
The 4 best friends to ever exist. Yeah, bestest friends.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
AKA
Low rollers,
the
AKA.
Corvus Kissed, AKA.
We just keep going. We keep adding to it. So I think,
I'll say that. What did I answer?
well, yeah, but I think like Curious will kind of like fly up a little bit and like straighten her back, but like still like kind of stand with who's in front. Hang on,
Me.
you.
It's
I'll
me and
stand.
Patch.
Okay, I'll be like hovering over Patch, but like about shoulder height with you, and just say, we are the Low Rollers, also known as the Cat Saviors of Duskvale, also known as
Yo,
the
Chloe, come in.
four
What's
very-
up? Thank you so
the
much.
four
Thanks so
what?
much. Welcome back. Welcome
The
back.
4 bestest friends to ever exist.
Welcome back.
Make sure you
welcome
include
back.
that one. Yep.
Yep, that one.
Yep.
As well.
An assortment of names for such an eclectic party as the one that you have. But what business do you have here? Besides, he looks over at Camtala. I know your obvious grievances, and if you wish to talk in seclusion, then I will grant that at a later time. But I must know why interlopers dare to touch my land.
What's an interloper?
Someone who tries to, so to say, eavesdrop, or maybe even put themselves in places where they're not supposed to be.
Thanks.
My larger notes.
I
So,
mean,
like, this is where you live.
Yes, this is exactly where I live.
That's cool.
Thank you.
His name is Patch, by the way. Do you like mushrooms by chance?
If I could eat mushrooms, I would.
What do you
But
mean?
As a person of my own nature, I am not allowed to eat human foods any longer.
Oh, so you're
That's
kind of
fine.
like Sable here.
what?
What?
I
You could only
I'm a
eat
carnivore.
meat. You can't,
I'm a
you
carnivore.
can't eat mushroom.
have you seen what I look like?
Yeah.
I will have
Okay.
to agree with the lady here. I
Thank you.
doubt that
Thank
she
you,
would
Draghoul.
want to eat mushrooms.
Thank you.
Oh. My bad. My bad.
Um,
So, like, here, Cammy,
yes.
go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Patch.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I feel a pressing question is the issue of the dire bats attacking Cactus Springs. We did a little bit of tracking and tracing and found that it led here. I was curious as to why that was occurring.
It is quite simple. My bats need sustenance, and this is the only other place that seems quite. What? You don't. Wait, sorry, give me a second. There's no music playing for you guys?
What?
No,
I have music.
I have music?
I don't
music?
have it.
I think you need to
Yeah, I can hear
refresh the
music.
page then. Because
When your
there is
music's
music
all done.
playing.
Is there?
Okay.
Draghoul's
to
like
hear it,
on the stage hitting the I wish to tell you a tale. Wait, hang on, sorry, excuse me, the DJ's not working?
Wait, sorry,
Excuse me,
where's
hold on.
my violinist?
Well-
Just stop.
Well, no, why is my Spotify Premium not working?
Hang on, guys. I gotta go fix it. I gotta go wiggle the cord. It's
Want
a
a break
little
from the ads?
My student plan, it's
funky. I
not
forgot to renew my
working.
subscription.
My free trial on Spotify Premium is almost up.
I'll fix it. If it's my side, I gotta figure it out what it is.
Okay, cool.
It might just be your master volume. Hang on.
Yeah, make sure that I have my shit cranked in the corner.
Great.
I'm immersed in this music right now.
Cranking in the 90s?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. My dire bats needs to feed, and particularly the closest city I could come upon was Cactus Springs. Now, I made sure to try to loose them as sparingly as I can. The true city I intend to truly feast upon is many miles away.
What's the name of that city?
He kind of looks at you, Sable, and he's like, that entirely depends on whether or not the energy I get from the ribbit is as I suspect.
You talking about Patch?
We're so cooked.
Exactly.
Oh.
He bears an aura that stinks of time.
I don't know the last time I saw him take a shower. Yeah.
Patch, we told you to take a bath before this. He sniffs his pits.
Well, I mean, like, we're just out here, you know, like, we really haven't had a chance to, like, you know, really wash up. So I'm sorry for if I do smell a little interesting, you know, it's just how we are, you know. You want a quick sniff?
I've seen him roll around in the mud a few times. Might be what you're smelling.
He's gonna do more than that in the mud.
He, as soon as you say that, Curious, he kind of like looks at you a little bit with a little bit of
Not like
a
that,
raised
not like that.
eyebrow.
Like he literally was like spitting and being weird, disgusting in mud a while back.
Oh, I think she's referencing when I took the body or the dust of
He
a
was-
corpse and mixed it with tomatoes, and then I grew a mushroom out of it.
Yeah. That was just foul.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch his hands. They're a little sticky.
And I put my
Yummy.
hands out.
Draghoul actually
You're warm,
does
but
reach
also
out
wet.
and like grab your hand, and he does shake it. Patch, when you hold his hand, it is ice cold. There is not an ounce of warmth in it. It almost
Man.
seems like it's kind of like making your hand even colder and clammier than it usually is.
You just get out of a bathtub.
I just came from having a very extravagant dinner before I was being interrupted.
But why are you like, you're like ice cold, brother? You remind me of someone named Edward.
Oh, I'm not terribly familiar with Edward, but
Oh.
if he's the same as me, then we are just rather cold-blooded creatures.
Oh, so
tend
you're
to
like
be like
me. You're like a lizard, but I'm a frog.
In a way, yes.
Hey guys, he's actually a lizard. That's why he's so cold.
Thanks for that info, Patch.
You're
You
welcome.
said you didn't eat, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer, just out of, pure curiosity. You said you don't eat human food, so what do you eat?
Awful.
Is it salted or is it fresh?
Unfortunately, due to my constitution, I can't have anything cooked anymore. So, it is rather fresh.
I've dabbled in the raw
Wash it
meats.
down. And you can attest to its unique flavor. I usually wash it down with good red wine.
Not what I meant.
I-
Not what I meant.
Sable can't.
regret the second you said it and you went,
Sable can't breathe. Sable can't breathe ever.
Oh my god. Sable's dabbled in the raw meats.
I want to try.
Oh my god.
I hope you know
Somebody
Patch
needs to
is
fucking clip that
dying
shit,
after.
bro. Somebody needs to clip that
Patch is
immediately.
dying off of that one, bro.
I will
Okay.
do what I can,
Yes,
but I
go
would
ahead.
like to try a thing.
What is the thing that you're gonna try?
I want to make the psychic connection to Draghoul.
Alright, go ahead.
So I spend a hope, and I link to him via telepathy. And I merely pose the question in the back of his mind. I think I know what aura you're speaking of. But
As soon oh no, go ahead, keep going.
tell me this. Who killed the Galapa outside?
Did you raise your hand, Racha?
I think Racha was saying he
No.
did it. I think he was saying he did it.
All right. As soon as you say pose this to Draghoul in his mind, he doesn't seem unsurprised by what you're asking, along with the psychic connection that you made. As a matter of fact, he actually just moves his eyes over to where you are at, Campbell, as he responds very clearly in your psychic connection. The ones who killed the Galapa outside were the humans that the dire bats eventually ate and festered upon, because they were sent by the wizard in the Black Tower. When they were very much unfortunate casualties in their mission to try to find me. Or so I speculate.
Hearing that,
Watch, are you okay?
He's getting fucking blinded.
Oh,
as
there's
fuck.
something that's in like the corner of my eye right now. It's stabbing the fuck out of it.
yeah, your finger.
I have some.
That's fine.
Literally right here.
Probably an eyelash. Hate when that happens.
Do you need me to look? I mean, Jesus Christ, you
Nope.
fucking got the full power of the sun in your
Yeah.
eyes right now.
Jesus.
Bro is
Christ.
taking the full force of Corvus to the face right now. Like, it's just
No,
happening.
literally.
I'll take more than that.
Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. Sampling the raw meats
Okay.
with Sable, I get it.
Mm-hmm. It'll be divine raw meat this time. All right. So, what were you gonna say? Stuff.
Hearing that, Kentaro will respond to Draghoul. The know that everyone here is not necessarily as aligned with the aura that you're getting from the rivet. This joining is a means to an end. Whether we support it fully or not is not the intent here.
His eyes sort of narrow a little bit, and he does say with a little bit more conviction, then you should choose wisely your path ahead. I will hold you, be host to you, but know that our paths are very different in how we tread them, dear cousin.
To which Kentaro responds, the essence of time that emanates from the rivet comes from a deal made in falsehoods and naivety. We seek, or we sought, to eliminate a curse in the east. In doing so, he has reached out to a power he knows not what it does, nor understand what it is capable of. I know that we bring the enemy to your doorstep, and though it is not done with malicious intent, I understand the hesitation behind it. As it stands right now, I merely seek a means to an end, and if doing so requires me to play at the board of the gods, then I shall play upon the board, but I'll be a pawn for no side.
Then you are wiser than most, dear cousin. But be wary of the power that you shack up with. The madness that dwells within time is known to always prey upon those who do not see beyond its own measure.
Question: is this conversation like in y'all's
It's-
heads right now?
yes.
So we're just
Yeah,
kind of
yes,
sitting
yes,
here,
we're not
like,
hearing
just
this, yes.
awkwardly, like,
We're just seeing
staring at
this.
people?
Like,
Yeah, you're just
They're
like seeing that
the
word.
Erica Kirk. They're just staring back at each other.
Yeah.
you occasionally see like eyebrows get raised and eyes narrow, just like really staring intently at each other.
What is happening between them right now?
Moment, I guess.
Is this how somebody falls in love?
I think they're.
Wait, they're cousins. Forget I said that.
It doesn't stop some.
I mean, it depends on where you are.
What?
Do you guys actually say this conversation out loud?
Yeah, I 100% just said that.
As soon as like you see that hatch, he's not gonna look at you. You see one of his clawed fingers kind of reach out and like flick wherever like your eyeglasses are a little bit, just so that like he can show you that he's a little bit annoyed by your comment.
When like my glasses, I guess they kind of like slightly move up, and then he can see my full eyes. He just sees one eye and go. That's it.
Curious and Patch both have the uncoordinated blinks.
I can believe that.
Kentala responds after hearing, "Be careful who you shack up with," and he says, Well, while I can't speak to the manner of which you've become, know that both sides of this eternal game are aware of your presence. They have told us as much. We don't intend to be a belligerent, but those in the east and those in the west have shown us the board, and it is not going well.
Then I suppose we should talk this over at dinner. And I want you to kind of imagine this, Kamtala, where as soon as he says that, unbeknownst to you, you kind of feel like yourself flinch and like your whole body gets chills as, without you knowing, he broke the psychic connection between the two of you. As he then openly, opens his arms up a little bit, and he says, "Well, this is too much standing around for my liking. I suppose, since you are my guests here for tonight, I shall treat you to the rest of my dinner." And he goes, leans down, with his whole, clawed hand, palms the guy's, neck, the corpse or whatever, picks it up and drags it behind him as he then, leads you guys into the dining hall.
Wait, there's a dead person in front of us?
Yeah, I killed him.
Sable killed earlier. He's just been standing on the body the whole
I
time.
missed that part.
Yeah. Oh my god, guys, I didn't know we were having a sleepover tonight. Sounds so fun.
Be very careful.
What do you mean? Well, I already don't like him, but yeah.
Kentala's kind of pulls you aside. He's like, he knows who Corvus is. He's aware that Patch is in league with Corvus right now. While we were just standing there staring at each other, I was doing my best to do damage control.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just say away.
I'll sleep with one eye open. Yeah.
I don't think we need to do all that, but we might want to ixnay the Corvus conversation.
Buddy, what language are you speaking?
It's this
I don't
actual.
think I know that.
It's this really fun desert language. It's called Dune Speak. You know, I mean, you have to be there if you don't know it. But it is what it is.
Oh. Now I feel kind of left out.
I mean, it's kind of like a code language. You've heard rogues are able to speak in like a hidden tongue, sort of. They kind of know what. They have like different hand signals. They have like fun kind of symbols they can put on walls and things like that. It's kind of like that, but it's all verbal.
Curious hears that. She's
I
like,
didn't even
this
know
is
that.
my favorite rogue hand symbol.
Camtala just looks at you.
Oh, I wish I knew what that meant.
All jokes, all jokes.
You see
It's a
this.
vulgar gesture. Yes,
Ow.
You see the staff
Ow,
kind of
ow.
start to softly glow. And then he thinks better of it and he goes into the dining room.
As Camtala walks forward, Sable's gonna kind of like hang back with Curious for a second, and she's gonna be like, I hope we're not eating the meat of the guy that I just killed. I've never eaten like actual like.
I don't know. I don't typically eat meat, so
I eat animal meat, not people meat.
I like to stick to sweets. So I think I'll just we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Glad we're on the same page.
Is Patch like standing with us, or is he?
No, I think
what
he
is
walked
Patch
on.
doing?
Patch immediately walked in,
Okay.
followed him. And he's
Okay.
sitting right next to him.
Okay. I'll just fly beside Sable, just kind of like keeping pace with Sable.
Can I take a quick look? Do I see this guy and Kamer? Are they at all making any sense of eye contact during this sitting down on a table?
Camtala, where are you sitting?
Not the head of the table, because that's rude. I would probably be. I'd probably be like across from Patch, like right there or so. Like basically, I watched Sable's dagger go flying into the room, and so I kind of went to the chair closest to it to pick it up without him noticing it.
It's not there.
Okay.
I start stroking the floor for no reason, like, you know, just checking out the crown molding, the grout, like, you know, just kind of checking out the floor. It's like,
Feeling the plushness of the rug.
yeah. I see you sprang for the Galapa rugs. I appreciate that. It's very, very nice over here. It's very kind of nice shag, nice length, just kind of, you know, real comfort and good foot feel. I appreciate that, and a nice rug.
He said,
Of course. It's only the best for some of my dear guests, even if they are uninvited as they are.
Can I insight the
And
rug?
yes, you can insight the rug.
I want
Who
to
said that because he thought he was talking about Draghoul.
I want to insight the rug and see if I can figure out where this dagger went. Like, I'm trying to like look for like prints. Did it like hit and slide? Is there an impression left behind for where the dagger should have been sitting and it's just gone now?
All right.
Or is that more of like a
So
instinct, I guess?
I won't make you roll it, just because when you do, like, you know, kind of feel around for it and you're looking, you do notice that the impression of the dagger is there with a little bit of, like, you know, some of the previous blood that was kind of like on there. And you kind of do notice that there is a small trail eventually leading over towards the head of the table where Draghoul is. As
oh, he picked it up.
he then holds it out, kind of inspects it a little bit, and he looks at the rest of you guys and he says, I will have to ask you a very important question. What is it that the rest of you eat?
Does Sable notice that he's like holding her down? I mean, he's not hiding the fact that he's like.
No,
holding
he's not.
her
He's
down.
not hiding it.
Okay, Sable's gonna eye that, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, eat like animal meat, you know? I don't eat any like fruits or veggies or anything like that. No,
Steak,
actually,
bull,
yeah,
lamb.
whatever. I'm not picky,
Okay.
but I think you're holding my dagger. Actually, I slipped out of my hand earlier, and
Lift
it
that
kind of
with
just
your
went like I
hand.
lost it. Yeah, yeah. I'm clumsy. What can I say?
She frequently finds herself in sticky situations, let's say.
Then I suppose she won't mind that this dagger will prove a little bit more useful in a very similar sticky situation.
I feel I must ask you to clarify.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
I feel I must ask
What
you
is
to
my dagger?
clarify.
What are we using my dagger for?
During this, is Cammy and him ever looking at each other?
Oh yes, they are. Like he's full on like looking between Cammy and then like Sable and then back to Cammy.
What? I'm very confused what Pat is getting out of that. Wait, hold on.
So with that, he doesn't like do anything quite yet, and he says, "I pose the question first, though. What is it that the rest of you will be eating? As a host, I must know the preferences of my guests, so that they can eat in good comfort."
I tend to eat sweeter stuff.
Pancakes, waffles.
Sure, that works.
Okay.
Thank you.
What about you, Patch?
I grab my fat ass bag of mushrooms and drop it on the table.
I see you brought your own dinner then. He'll look over at you, Cantal. And you, dear cousin?
Well, we eat as the sands provide, so there's no room to be picky.
Then I will provide you with good, hearty meals for you. I'm sure that traveling out in the desert provides quite a deficiency in nutrition. As he then taps the table a little bit and he says, "Ush! Bring my guests their food!" And you see a large, lumbering, very almost similar Dracona, muzzled, come through as he then puts down on the plates in front of you guys. For you, Sable, a freshly roasted boar leg.
My
Just
favorite.
the boar leg by itself.
Love.
He gives Kiri's a whole stack, 12 pancakes worth
God.
of chocolate chip pancakes with syrup drizzled all over it.
Important question.
And then yes.
Is the stack of pancakes taller than Kiri's?
100%.
Very good question.
Yeah. It is definitely not proportional to her.
Okay.
And for Kamtala, he serves you a very rustic tandoori chicken with veggies and a side of mashed potatoes, all in a buttered garlic sauce.
My compliments to the chef, and I thank you, our host.
Why,
Thank
of course.
Does anything
It
look
doesn't
off
look-
with this food?
No.
Just generally looking at what's in front of me, I don't get any sort of
There's
Like,
no
it doesn't look
magical ickiness that comes from it. You, even though that you're you're trying to sniff out and really honing in on any imperfections, there's just really nothing wrong with this food. And you try a little bite of it and expecting something horrible to happen, that foul taste in your mouth, blood or something like that, it's undercooked, but it's not. It's well cooked, well seasoned, has good tenderness to it. it's perfectly good meat.
Okay. Sable, yeah, she's a little wary, I feel like, in her first couple of bites that she eats, but she'll eventually start diving into that boar's leg.
And as you guys are, eating your food, Draghoul's kind of just waiting a little bit, looking at everybody's kind of expressions, measuring if like everybody's enjoying it, and as soon as he can tell that everybody's actually eating it more comfortably, he then sort of grabs the guy. You hear a very slow cracking as he kind of constricts his whole clawed hand against like the guy's neck. Eventually you kind of hear a pop, and it just kind of comes loose in his like hand.
Ooh.
Takes the knife, Sable's knife, and starts gently just start cutting his way through it. And eventually, and very respectfully, turns away from you guys so that you guys can continue eating as he then begins to eat.
I want to look at him, right? And I'm just grabbing my mushroom. Your name was Daniel? Was that right?
Patch.
As soon as he finishes a few more very large chunks and bites, you see that his whole muzzle is blood red as he finishes almost cracking a bone in his jaws. As he swallows a little bit and he says, "The name's Draghoul. Draghoul Tepesht."
Alright. That's a big one. Well, I got a question. How are you cousins with him, but you guys look different?
Ah, a very good question. Long, long ago, when dragons were plentiful and ruled the continents, not just this one, but in the old continent as well. Dragons were a pure bloodline, and in their ancient wisdom and need for domination and conquest, created from themselves a group, a peoples, so to say. And from that group came Dratakrona, the bloodline that I come from. But in that time, there seemed to have been a divergence, especially within the dragons themselves. The dragons, at one point, a certain group abandoned their wings and delved deep into the sea, becoming what you would call leviathans. And from those leviathans gave birth giant turtles. That's whole shells formed islands. Some say even that we are dwelling on the continent of an ancient turtle that forms this continent. And from those turtles formed the Galopica and the worms and other lesser dragon kin. And so, though some might deny it, we Dracona share the same bloodline as the Galopica.
So, in basic sense, you guys aren't first cousins, second cousins, third cousins.
We would technically
fourth
be
cousins.
third cousins.
Third cousins? Ah! I understand why you guys were staring at each other earlier. I get it.
I feel that there is major misunderstandings between you and I, Ribbit.
My name's Patch.
Yes. Patch.
Dragon.
As he continues to eat, I take it that all of you are enjoying your food.
Yes, thank you very much.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very glad. And how's the drinks I set aside for each of you? I forgot to mention that. With Sable, he gave a whole bottle of scotch and a shot glass next.
Yeah,
To him.
love.
For Kiri's, he gave pink champagne, along with very sweet dessert wines. And then for Patch, he gave water, and if he wanted to, he did get a small little shot glass worth of gin. And for Kantala, he gave him beer, specifically made from goat's milk.
Scotches. Scotchin'.
I've never had gin.
I kind of look at the beer. What color is it?
It's a very pale looking beer.
Oh, I'll have to make a low.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got a Michelob Ultra, man.
Made from goat's milk?
It has obviously
Hey.
it's made from standard beer stuff, but it has goat's milk in it as well.
Interesting.
Creamy kind
Wait,
of
if
beer.
it's beer and it's milk, that's curdled.
I was gonna say, how cottage cheesy am I looking at in my glass?
It's a little bit there. It's on the top. It forms a little topper.
But he got a concrete mixer. Hey, Tyler, don't be rude. You have to drink your drink.
Yeah, come on, Cammy.
She's currently eating.
Cammy, drink it.
And he
Yeah, it sounds like you need something to wash it down with. I think your drink right there would actually be the perfect thing to do that with.
You see him take the spoonful of mashed potatoes that he's currently eating, and you see him skim the top of the beer to get the curdle off the top. And he goes,
You're gonna eat that right there?
he goes for it. How squeaky is the cottage cheese?
Hold on.
That is foul.
Oh my god.
On a scale from dog. Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's the percentage of squeakiness.
You see his jaw move once, and you hear a resounding, almost dog squeak toy go through the hall.
Wait, dude, this turned to fucking what's the cheese in Wisconsin? What is it called?
Cheese curds.
Cheese curds.
Yeah.
Curds.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
Yikes.
There's a you never seen Cantala go green before, but
Nah.
We're about to.
Is he looking like the color of Sable right now?
not sable, but there's a definitive his darkened eye circles somehow become more green in tinge, and you see him kind of and quickly go to drink before it curdles again, and doesn't slam it, but definitely drinks a good portion of it.
Did you cut the G?
The G cutting isn't even a thing in his mind. He is simply trying to move the squeaker toy beyond the point of no return.
Oh.
It's you know, it's liquidating. It's liquidating.
Would you like something different, cousin?
No, you know what? I would not want to put you out. I am fine with
This
what
is
we
the
have.
face that he makes. This is the face that he makes whenever he loves something so much, and he wants to eat it every day. Actually,
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
yeah, he's kind of yeah.
Then he makes high-pitched noises.
He's a very weird guy. Your cousin. He's got a lot of different little mannerisms about him that just like this one.
I'm learning quite a lot about you.
You've never seen his staff glow sadly, but you see it glowing sadly right now.
When a staff glows too, it means he's mildly interested in the conversation. More the person rather than conversations.
then it seems like your staff betrays you even more than you should, cousin. I think you should repress that a little more. And as he's saying that, he's like chewing on a femur.
Would it be possible? Like, I hope that my dagger. You have more finesse than I do, Mr. Draghoul, sir. But that dagger, I could I have it back now, perhaps?
He looks at it. He looks at the half, eaten, person. Bosh, clean this for me and give it back to the lady, please. And without another word, the hulking, almost lizard-like person with the muzzle takes the dagger from Draghoul, kind of slinks away into the dark, and then comes back, the exact same dagger, pristine condition, as he then kind of lays it where your plate is, and then walks back into the shadow.
Can I, before he leaves, the area of the muzzle, I want to see if his jawline fills the boundary of the muzzle?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So he's not missing a bottom jaw or anything.
No, he is his whole jaw is there. It's just it's literally bound up in a metal cage.
Is it
where he can't move it?
Is it opaque or is it a see-through cage?
It's pretty opaque. It's made of steel and stuff, with leather bindings kind of attaching it to the back of his spiny head.
Okay, I'll look at the cage. I won't say anything, but if Draghoul notices, he'll see that Kantala's kind of watching the muzzling cage around the guy's mouth.
No, you shouldn't worry about Pash. I've made sure that he's properly trained, at least while he's muzzled.
I feel I must ask, what do you mean by that?
Well, I found him in the swamps of the Duchy of Zagreus when he was...
The Grand Duchy?
Yes, the Grand Duchy itself.
Yeah.
And...
Familiar.
His tribe was very unique. They're more commonly called lizard folks. One of the lesser spawns, which you would call third cousins 2 times removed from us. They have their blood in the draconic bloodline is very thin, and so they only retain the traits of the reptilian exterior. And with that comes a more feral nature to them. And so, he dared to attack me, and in my grace of not killing any of my kindred, I decided to spare him. And in turn, turn him into my service as a butler.
Would I know the lizard folk that he's talking about?
Yes. Being kind of around, even if you are a part of the coastline, you have heard of stories of lizard folk.
Yeah.
Down further south, where a more swampy and marsh-like kind of place is where they inhabit.
Yeah.
And you have encountered a handful of them before. They're very nomadic, very quiet, stoic people. Tall, just like Posh is. But obviously a lot more aggressive and tend to be heavily suspicious of anybody who crosses their territory that they're not familiar with. Your father was given that grace of knowing them, but still keeping kind of a high guard against them.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
So is the Grand Duchy he was here?
It's a place, Patch, not a person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
You're from. Oh, that makes sense.
I'm from the Grand Duchy. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes
come from
sense.
the
What do you mean
coastline.
that makes sense? Yes. Yes, Mr. Draghoul, sir. I do. Yeah, I grew up in a coastal town.
Patch, do you know what a
Tell me,
dookie is?
What?
Do you know what a dookie is?
Yeah, it comes out my butt.
No. Oh, Amelie, no. Amelie, no.
Is there another? Anyway. Sorry, what was that, Mr. Draghoul, sir?
I was merely going to ask if the straits near the coastline were as treacherous as ever. Bodies washing ashore and such.
You know, yeah, actually, that was like the main thing that we did in my town. They were like body snatchers, if you will, but in the fun girl community, you know, like we really, death isn't like a bad thing for us, so we would take the bodies that washed ashore. Well, not me, but like my brother and my mom. They would take the bodies that washed ashore along with other people in the community, and we would give them like a fun girl funeral service.
I
Yeah.
see. Very interesting. I always wanted to visit the coastlines myself, but I had other business to attend to, and as you could see, I was sort of stopped midway through my journey there by Wash. But
Yeah.
regardless, I'm glad to hear that much seems to be unchanged from the last time I was able to possibly see it. And hear it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the community I grew up in was like a beautiful little coastal town. I mean, I have fond memories there. Yeah.
Yo, Daniel, I got a question, bro.
Yes, Patch.
So, like, you know these big old bat things that fly around and all that stuff?
Yes.
So those are yours?
Yes.
Oh. How many are there?
I am missing one, but from the last time I counted, all of them should be about 600.
You said you're missing one?
Yes.
Do they
Why
go
are you
missing?
missing one?
Do they go missing often, or like is that like a very rare thing?
Sometimes they like to overeat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, your bats are like a lot. So you know that human town thing, the desert place?
Yes.
Yeah, so like your bats are like this. Yeah, eat many of the people's, you know.
Oh, well, if you're so concerned about them, then I should show you to their cages. Yeah, maybe if you so desire, you can pick out the bones of the people that went missing, or maybe that are still alive. I hardly
you don't-
keep track of all of them.
You
I'm
don't
down.
care. You don't care that like your bats are going out and killing like innocent people. Like I don't mean that in like an offensive way, but I am just curious. Like you're just letting them go out and feed like wherever they want and on whoever or whatever they please.
Would you deny a pet that you have outdoors to kill rats? Would you deny?
Is
these
that what you
animals?
think of like the people in Cactus Springs, that they're rats?
No, but in the grand scheme of what I do versus what they are and what they do, then there's a very clear division, like you would see in royal hierarchy, bureaucracy, all these made up and fancy terms in governments and such to keep division between people. Do you know what we all are, Miss Sable?
I mean, I guess there are a lot of different answers to that question. So I do not know specifically what you're going to be referring to.
We are all animals. I am a dracon. I ate the heart of a dragon to attain what I am.
Dragon.
And I am more powerful amongst dracon. First among them, I would say, with great pride. But regardless, any other dracona could have gone and done that. You could have gone and done that, if you so choose to.
Sure.
There is nothing stopping us from simply killing one another, but we keep our boundaries because there is laws of civilization.
Well, there are also morals. And, the morality of it all.
Suppose so. Suppose.
I mean,
so.
like, me personally, I love killing people, but it's not, I don't do it just for any old reason,
And why not?
There's morality. I don't think that innocent people deserve to die just for existing in the space that they are. People who
And what
haven't done
makes
any
them
harm to me.
So innocent.
I mean, I guess in my terms, people that haven't done any harm to me. Or my family, or my friends.
And yet, if they cause harm to others, it is perfectly fine.
I mean, there are levels to it all, sure.
Then what makes them so innocent then? See, that is the quandary I had with myself over thousands of years ago when I first killed the dragon and ate its heart. I pondered the question of whether or not a dracona should ascend to becoming a dragon itself to reclaim our bloodline. But I thought, what does it matter? It's wrong. We should preserve our legacy in worshipping the dragons themselves while they still are existing in this plane of existence.
But I mean, what? You know what? Maybe it's because I'm not on like the same like royalty status that you are. That maybe I just don't understand your thought process behind all of this.
I suppose so. But regardless, I made my peace and made my decision. And so, I let my direbats feed. And what they do with it, I hardly care. As long as they are happy and satisfied, like any good pet owner should be aiming to do. But I also understand that letting them linger here any longer causes more damage and more harm to a very unstable ecosystem, so to say.
Is that the reason why you're sending them to that town that you were talking about earlier?
No. The town was already starting to become unstable. I'm talking about the continent as a whole. It's a powder keg waiting to be exploded. Especially with the man in the tower out west.
Yeah, what do you know about him? I keep hearing a lot about him, but like nobody ever wants to like give us any information on him,
If you want the plain answer, then he is a man that wishes to attain absolute power, who, in spite of all good, rational, sound thinking, believed himself to be the chosen one to conquer and rule all the known world, using magic and might to be the sole factor in ruling. That is why the kingdom of Lear has been so desolate for about 30 years or so during his ascension. Put up spires and pillars, draining the world and the continent of its natural magic, specifically in the west. Nothing grows there now. It's a shame, Rick. When I first dwelt my eyes upon the land, it was lush, fertile, and green. I often missed eating the honey from there before his ascension.
And people just support this?
Well, of course they do. Especially since the gentry, the peasantry, and all that have been basically enslaved to the Wizarding Council of the Kingdom of Lear, binding them to magical ruins, tainting and twisting magic beyond its own natural means. He's a diametric force that I do not support. Magic, powerful as it may be, and granting the might and, well, necessary means of ruling, does not mean that it is only meant for the powerful alone.
So you don't like this guy? But like
No.
you do like him.
I don't.
I mean, if you don't
I gained my power through might alone, my own strength. And magic just only enhances my own greatness. I don't need it to flaunt or rule. I am the right to rule myself.
So if you want to be more powerful than that guy, why don't you, like, if your bats already can do all of this, right, and kill so many people, couldn't you just, like, move your bats over there?
And try to take on the entirety of the Wizarding Council, not just himself.
Yeah. You're strong,
You see,
right?
Patch, I could. And in all aspects, I should. But the thing is that the thing that protects that man is very similar to the thing that surrounds you.
Like my hat?
No. Your glasses.
Oh yeah, they're pretty cool, aren't they?
I envy them in a certain way.
You wanna try them on?
No thanks. I think your design inspires me enough to make my own.
So what are you talking about? What's around me?
I don't think you should play dumb, Patch. I know that
What do you mean?
are a part of Corvus as just as much as everyone in the room knows that you are a part of him.
Okay, man. Yeah. He gave me a shiny coin. And then he gave me sunglasses. Pretty cool guy.
To you, maybe. To many others, I assure as well. Do you know how the man in the West, King Valerius, got the idea that he was powerful enough to conquer the entire continent?
How's that?
He heard a riddle. What makes a stone wall break, a crown fall, and a man hang? Words. And so, when King Valerius answered the riddle, a certain somebody showed him a future. A very, very possible future. And
My
so-
question is, how do you know all this?
Because, Patch, even though that I ate the heart of a dragon and became one step closer to becoming a dragon myself, I was still missing something. I need to kill an actual god. And so, I've traveled many paths and sought many answers. But I came to the exact same conclusion as he did a time ago. But I realized myself that I, like you, were being put into being a pawn in a game that was beyond my own measure. And so I took a side that observes and simply does not care the outcome. Because, as you see, and he now basically dangles the rest of like the corpse in front of you guys, I still eat. And he tosses it aside.
This may sound a little random, but if you had to associate yourself with a specific color and your options were black, white, and gray, which one would you most associate yourself with?
He raises up his hand and he snaps his clawed hand, and the entire world around you turns gray.
Great, that's what okay. You're who I thought we were talking to. Oh.
Wait, who are we talking to?
We're talking to the third player in the fucking East or whatever it is.
The what?
The player that's... Oh, you weren't awake for that fucking conversation. You know, a patch. Yeah, the Void. That's who we're talking to.
Am I like missing something?
Yeah.
Oh. Yo, Daniel, do you know what she's talking about?
Oh, I'm very aware of what she's talking about.
Am I still seeing the world as okay?
Yeah, you saw the world still being gray until he snapped his fingers back and everything's back in color.
Cool.
How do you know what's going on, but then she knows what's going on? Cammy, do you know what's going on?
There's a long pause. There's a long pause as like Kamtal looks at you, looks back to Draghoul, looks back to you, looks back to Draghoul. And he kind of like looks down at his plate for a second, like, should I really answer this question or should I finish eating food? It's been so long since we've had dinner, like, I'm really hungry. And then he looks at you and he goes, I know what she's talking about, Patch. K-Man gave us a vision, let's say, of the situation right now. There was 3 players, black, white, and gray on a chessboard. This is gray. And from how it's sounding, and he looks back to Draghoul at this point, this third player wasn't someone who ascended, but forced his own entry to the board.
Nice.
So welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing?
Welcome.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hope we all do well.
I want to reach
Good.
into my brain.
How was your guys' stream? The Raiders that came in?
Hopefully it went well. Doing good.
Oh, what were you gonna say, Patch? My bad.
I want to reach into my brain
Okay.
and I want to call upon the K-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Hey, K-Man. K-Man. My man.
You don't hear an answer.
Oh.
I would like to do something stupid.
Okay.
Did we see the man representing reality when we saw the board? Or was it simply his voice?
His voice.
Is there a way because we don't have a pact or anything made with him. Is there a way for me to try and invoke him at the table?
There is.
I don't like the way you trail off. I don't like the way you trail off.
You just have to be real specific on how you want to approach it. And how you want to invoke him.
Okay. This is such a bad fucking idea.
Do it. It means it's a great idea.
We're doing well. We're all
Let
doing
your
well.
dreams be dreams, Michael.
I'm going to pull out the ritual dagger that we found in Gate. Or not Gate, but Burkle. The one marked with the tower and skull.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it on the table. There is no hiding it. There's no means of subterfuge here. There is merely, I am placing the dagger on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to use it as a channeling focus. And I'm going to call out via my mind to the man who represents reality. And
Okay.
I'm not going to invite him in person, but I'm going to invite him to share a portion of my perception for the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
I will allow him to use me as a vessel to channel and speak to Draghoul. But with the caveat of, as he is doing this, I want to burn my last hope to try and trace him back to his tower
Okay.
via my magical understanding of this connection.
Okay.
Is that a possibility?
This one I'll have you roll for it
Of course.
with disadvantage.
Okay. Alright, what would you like me to roll?
I would like you to roll presence.
Oh, fuck, okay. That, okay, it's not bad. Oh, why do you have to crit now? I'm gonna burn a lesser.
Okay.
That is a critical success, double fives.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
That's massive.
So when you do this, you reach out into the ether, and you're concentrating. You're concentrating really, really hard, forming a psychic connection through like so many different weaves of arcana, and it almost feels overwhelming, and it almost feels like it's gonna crush you until you finally find a strand out in like the depths of the arcane, and it almost seems like it surges forward, like, you know, towards you, as you feel almost uncomfortable burning warmth envelop your entire body, and you feel blinded, even though I assume your eyes are kind of closed in this moment. As you then hear a voice. Who dares summon me?
There's a brief pause because Kamtala was not expecting this to work. And then he responds, the same one who came to the board with Corvus. I sit now across from Draghoul, the one that you two both are considering the Void. you are able to see and communicate to him, my body is my own. But he has told me what your men have done. I will allow you two to speak, but know that your days are numbered and we are coming for you.
This is unexpected. The bonds of my brother seem to have made more progress than I thought. And colluding with a foul, besotted wretch like him is not surprising.
Okay. Also, for my own personal purposes, are you like speaking the words that I'm saying?
Yes. Like, everything that you are saying, if people were to look to Kamtala, where when we see Patch, his eyes go, like, dilate to black, Kamtala's have overtaken with, like, a purple hue. Like, his pupils and his irises are gone, and the space of where his eyes would be is simply just a glowing purple.
Okay.
So I stand before the void. What have you to say to me?
I have very little to say to you, Ravnos. You do not hold any sway over me. You, as well as Corvus, have very little place in this world left. I can feel it. The other gods have been rallying for centuries, maybe even eons, to dethrone what you have done since the dawn of time. Because, unlike the other gods, I know what you really are. I suppose that the vessel that you inhabit now happens to also maybe know the origins of how you two came to be.
You speak with very little conviction. What do you know? You just eat and fester like rot on wood and moss. You attained your power through a wretched means, and not even through a divine being. A half-hearted measure.
Half-hearted as it may be, I still attained power within my own means. I am power. And you have long stolen yours for far too long. And so if you continue to play your game, then I suppose that you will win a prize at which no one wins.
More lies, more fallacies, more smoke in your own mirrors. The day will be mine, or my brother's, and you will simply watch as you have for thousands of years. Old tooth. As for this vessel, and for the rest of you, I will make sure your reality, the fate you are destined to have, will come true.
And with that, the connection kind of is wiggled out of you a little bit, unless you have any more questions inside of your own brain. Stealth.
I will... I will ask a couple of questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Why was the Kingdom of Lear able to contain you to the west?
Because my brother overstepped and gave that fool king reason, impetus, and a foul thing to create, to put up and build in order to channel more and more until he is now fat with power.
If he is such a hindrance, why do you simply not make his reality cease to exist?
Because, just like my brother, I am bound by rules and laws I have set out since the beginning. And if the tides turn in my own direction, then I will succeed. And he will cease to exist and die.
Draghoul claims he ascended by eating the heart of the white cannibal. What would happen if one of us ate the heart of Draghoul or the man in the tower?
Well, it would take a whole lot of effort to get that. But the only one that could do it would be you. A conduit needs similar energies, pathways to connect to the soul. And you would be the perfect host for the cannibal's thirst. As for the man in the tower, for King Valerius, well, you would find it disappointing to say the least.
How best do we remove the checkmate possibility on the board?
You talk with the king in the south, to King John, and then to the kings of the dwarves, and then make your stand where the last war ended.
There's a pause, and then Kemtala merely asks, "The raids on this tower killed my people. Was that intentional?"
The causality of the game is wide-reaching. If you ask whether me or my brother intended to kill your father, then on my part, I say no. As for Corvus, he is an enigma. I do not know his thinking. No, if you must know, he did intervene in one of your lives.
Whose life hangs in the balance on his finger? sap?
Yes, sap. That is all I will leave you with. To give any more would break the rules of my game.
This doesn't pertain to your game. And like he starts to think about the tome that he set out from the Galapa village in search of. Where do I find this book?
If you desire to see that, then you must travel a little farther until you meet a woman called Grace. She will not be far.
Oh.
I assure you.
Oh, what happened?
Oh?
Did something happen? Somebody said, "Oh."
I think so. I was like, oh? And then, oh, they're real pixelated.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Pause. Wait.
Okay. Hold on. We're pausing.
Pause.
Pausing for a quick second.
Okay.
Yeah, Skylar's thing is real pixel.
More pixel than person at this point.
No, for real. Oh, I heard that.
It's just send a message.
Oh.
Is this the malware from last night?
No.
Maybe. Who knows?
Call the hunter has hunted down the internet. It's over. It's over. Oh, the service just went down.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're back, you're back,
hello?
you're back.
I hear you.
Hello?
I hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Oh my god, what
Do you
the
hear
fuck
us?
just happened?
Oh.
Did that happen to anybody else, or was it just me and
It
Kyle?
was just you
I think it
two.
was y'all.
You too.
Okay, yeah, no, our fucking service went completely out. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, dude, all I, this is what you wanna know what I heard?
I couldn't even text. I couldn't even text anybody. Yeah, I didn't hear any of the last 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes.
2 minutes. Wait.
Yeah.
What was the last thing that you heard? What was the last sentence?
I don't know. You were talking. Yeah. I think you were still talking as what's his face.
Raftos.
Oh, we were still on that.
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
So just give me like a quick recap of like I think it was like the last. I don't know because
He
it
was
happened
talking about
so
how
out of
someone,
nowhere.
or was it someone interfered?
I
in
heard
one of our
Sap.
lives?
I heard
Yeah.
Sap.
Okay, Sap.
I think that's
Okay.
like the last thing that me and Kyle heard.
Okay, so he just said sap. Then afterwards he said, "I can't give you any more information because that'll break the rules of the game." And then after that, Cammy then asked, "Okay, I'm looking for a Galapagos tome for his research and figuring out like all of his other stuff." And then he answered, "It's not that far. You gotta travel a little bit, like further, and you have to meet a person named Grace."
Ooh, okay. See. Interesting.
And that is all that has happened thus far.
Okay. I don't know what just happened. It's weird.
Okay.
Kimtala kind of like sits
Well,
back
easy
for
to
a second.
receive.
And then he responds back. You keep expounding on the rules of this game. For how much you meddle and how much the both of you decide to try and twist and bend the laws of each other's fates. Why is it so out of the realm of possibility for us to talk to the both of you?
Because if the pawns know the game, then they will try to avert it. This has happened before. Him and I are not stupid in slaying out all the rules, the fate of others. So, we keep it vague on purpose.
How many times before me looking for it has this book been used?
4 times.
Did it make me what I am?
The last time it was used, yes.
He nods, he nods, he nods again. And he wants to, like, he just kind of says, if magic is so important to the West, why have you allowed him to corrupt the land so?
If the land is corrupted and the people driven out, and the old continent becomes the next stage once more for our game. But if I win, then this continues to be the chessboard that we so play on.
By me talking to you, how has the board shifted?
You want a precise sort of estimation. Then you have moved 1 square up on my side.
Kemptalis nods, and he severs the connection.
Okay.
Did you say? Wait. Never mind.
No, go for it, go for it.
You went up in his direction.
Yep.
Yeah. Bad for K-Man.
Not for K-Man.
Basically.
The other one.
Yeah, bad for K-Man.
So I mean,
Good for
that means
Ravna.
we play in chess here.
To an extent. To an extent. If it's working the way I think it's working, then I'm bringing the board back to even.
So, cousin, did you get what you wanted for having an intruder invade my home?
There were important answers, but by the same token, there were infinitely more questions.
That tends to happen when you speak to the both of them. What are you making us like look at, Racha?
Dude, kombucha just got weird shit in it.
Did you shake it?
Yup.
Oh,
It looks like hella floaties.
that's just kombucha, dude. It's just kombucha.
Kombucha, get it?
I see. I see. Yes.
Yeah, I see. Mm-hmm.
I love my fermented cabbage liquid. I love that so much.
Delicious.
Wait, so I have a question for you, Mr. Draghoul, sir.
Yes, Sable.
If you are, like, let's say, in this same game that Ravnus and Corvus are both in, why do you just sit on the sidelines? Like, why don't you play or interact?
Because unfortunately for you, Sable, and for the rest of the world as a whole, the gods have still yet to decide on whether or not they wish to intervene themselves. The whole collective of them, lesser and major in their own right. Because to fight reality and time itself takes great Herculean efforts. And so the bureaucracies of heaven and hell themselves are in constant war against each other, trying to figure out whether or not they should still have these two twin gods rule over them. And so I wait until they finally come to a consensus, so that their false rule over all of us comes to an end.
But why wait? Like, couldn't, just because you're on the same, like, level as them, couldn't you just kind of, like, intervene and become a third player and maybe checkmate both of them?
If I were to do that, and open up the world to the void, with no time and no space, no reality in general, how would you think that would work out? For there would be no vessel to take them. I can't take them. I already have my own. And to throw the other two to random people would just continue the cycle once more. There needs to be something to anchor both in our own dimension of reality, of our own sentient plane.
And so
And
you're
without it,
that anchor?
so to say, there needs to be void between reality and time, after all.
Interesting.
So I have to wait until the gods decide between each other which one is most worthy enough to rule over reality and which one to rule over time.
Why is it taking them so long to decide? Like, is it just because they can't come to a consensus, basically?
The dwarven gods believe themselves to be master craftsmen and believe themselves worthy enough to own the dominion of time for the amount of labor and effort that they put into. The elves believe themselves worthy of owning all of reality, for they have been long lived, were born alongside the world, and so they deem themselves worthy enough to shape reality to their own liking. The human gods believe themselves to be owners of both, and thus believe themselves to be wholly universal gods, and thus not needing of worship.
We're all doing good. Hopefully we're all doing well.
And
as well.
then there are the other gods, who vie for different aspects of time and reality and their own different beliefs among themselves to what they own and what they don't own. And then the underworld, the gods of hell, believe themselves to be beyond such things. They want to destroy the concepts so that suffering is eternal, which in and of itself is an interesting concept I once toyed around with, but ultimately found to be inefficient.
Interesting. Okay.
And Draghoul looks around everyone, and then he looks over at Patch. Does your perception of your partner in crime change ever so slightly, Patch?
Well, Daniel, this is what I'm gonna tell you. There's a lot of big words in this room today. I may have heard about a select moment of time of things that were stated. But I keep thinking about one thing, and one thing only. Why y'all keep talking about eating hearts, you know, man? Like, you're talking about eating hearts. Now, Cam was talking about eating hearts. Why were you talking about eating hearts?
Because, Patch, in order to gain the powers as a mere mortal, to ascend beyond the mortal coils of our own bodies, to gain more power, more presence, more importance, we need to eat the heart of an immortal. And thus, we can ascend. For we are now limitless in our own potential, for time immemorial, so to say.
What's in memoriam?
In perpetuity. Forever.
What's in perpetuity?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it is that one either.
It doesn't end, Patch. It means that the time does not end. It goes on for eternity.
So like realistically, I would just have to eat your heart, and then I could get your powers.
Oh. Would you want to try? Be earnest, seriously. Come on. And he stands up to his full height.
Oh.
I would so love it for you to try and take my heart, please. And he actually starts like opening up like, you know, his like, you know, shirt a little or whatever. And it exposes like his like chest where his heart is. Try to take it.
I feel it. I mean,
Can I insight
like
this man?
if I do,
Yes, you can.
Alright, thank you.
While Michael's doing that,
if I do like try and take your heart and like I don't succeed, like am I gonna die or something? Because like I feel like
Good luck, brother. I rolled a 9 with hope. Good luck. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So
inside
with
as well, just for funsies.
okay, with a 9 with hope, you do not succeed. You kind of try to discern his intentions behind all of this, and what you can kind of tell is that he's sort of kind of playing with his food in a sense. Like he's sort of amused by like, you know, what like he heard, but is also just kind of like throwing the challenge open to see if like Sable was stupid enough to actually try it.
oh,
And then what did you get, Kiri's?
I got a 15 with fear.
Thank you for the fear. So with you, Kiri's, you can tell that Draghoul is basically just amused, and he's kind of saying this all half-heartedly, but he's also kind of ready enough, like you see his muscles kind of tense around himself, to where if Sable does try to do something, like how she threw the dagger at him, he is more than ready to give a very apt response back. So it's,
Okay.
Does he seem strong? Just
even though that Draghoul himself is kind of like bigger in build in comparison to a lot of Dracona, if you've ever seen a bodybuilding Samoan, that's more or less kind of like what his physique is.
This man's a fucking huge giant.
you're talking about
Oh my
Dwayne
God.
The Rock Johnson right now? Like that's what his
No,
build's
no, no.
like?
brother's a
Bigger
walking
than that.
tank.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you've ever seen like Samoan rugby players, that's how he looks like.
look this up real quick. So,
I wanna.
rugby.
I noticed like they're kind of messing around, right? Where Sable, they're talking about the heart and everything.
Yeah.
Patch is gonna go.
Oh no.
Okay, I want you to make an agility check for me, please.
I got a plus one.
Imagining Patch just like lightly touching his chest.
Yeah, just like rubbing down.
Caresses. Just leaves like the sludge trail of his hand being moist. Just
Yeah, the sticky.
Draghoul is just like he's sitting there. He's like, hell.
What the fuck?
Ew.
No, plus one, so that's plus 2. That's a 5 with hope.
My skins, they are now hydrated. Like,
So with 5 with hope, you don't get a hope because you don't succeed. And it's basically when you reach out, Patch, you kind of slip a little bit in your chair, and you just kind of like wetly slap his chest where his like cavity is, and you then like slide down to then open the rest of his buttons up. As you then kind of like then eventually catch yourself, as he then just kind of now like looking down at you with his shirt like all the way open.
Does he seem
like-
distracted as this is happening, like with Patch?
A little bit.
Like on a scale from 1 to 10, how distracted is he by Patch right now?
He's like a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you. Gotta be quicker than that.
Okay.
Huh.
And he then like kind of like rubs the slime off of him as he then buttons it back up to where it was initially supposed to be.
I mean, I feel like if you're actually like wanting to challenge me, then like maybe we shouldn't do it in the dining room. Like, I feel like we need some more room, you know, like bigger area.
Well, then that should be perfectly fine then.
Okay, let's do it then.
Can Pelican like slams his fist on the table for a second?
Yes. Yes, cousin.
Could she even claim the power from eating your heart?
Oh, of course she couldn't. I mean, look, I have no doubts that she is a martial master in her own right, but she doesn't have nearly the magical energy enough to tether her body to the heart that I ate. I think she'd be a fungal mess that would then eventually turn into a mycelium dragon of some sort, an abomination on Earth.
Okay, badass.
What the fuck?
Mushroom
I-
dragon?
Right.
That feels like an insult. Not gonna lie. And if you're looking at Sable, she's a little pissed off. Not a little. She's kind of a lot pissed off, and she's glowing pretty heavily as he's saying all of that out loud.
Kempel like sees you glowing. He's like, I didn't mean to open this up as a means of discourse and insult. It's the purple.
I'm not mad about what you said.
Well, no, but the purple interloper, after he had his outburst, he more or less confirmed that the only one who would really stand to gain power from eating Draghoul's heart would be me.
He says I want to eat his heart. Maybe I just want to hold it in my hand.
Either way, if you want to go for his heart, that's not why we're here, but if that is the decision that you choose to make,
Well, now I'm kind of pissed off, so I kind of want to now.
I wish you
Merry Christmas.
the best of luck, but I don't need foresight to know that's probably not going to go the way you want it to.
Are people just throwing shade at me today?
Hey.
Like, do people not feel like I'm capable enough for this? Like, I'm just...
Sable, he's been alive for 1,000 years. Think of
And
all
good for him.
But think of all the battles he survived through that time. I'm not saying it's impossible, but your time on the road with us, you are strong. There's no doubt about it. There is a point where strength is outbeaten by wisdom, and 1,000 years of wisdom is going to do more damage than any brute strength could do.
I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna try it.
I think you can take him.
Thank you, Patch. Thank you. Someone's on my side here. Thank you, Patch.
Yep.
We doing this, Draghoul? Mr. Draghoul, sir?
Well, it seems that you're quite confident in yourself, so why not? And so, Draghoul actually does take you down. He basically leads you out from the dining room and towards here, where eventually you see a set of stairs going down and down.
Go.
I was gonna say, is it just me?
No,
You guys are leaving me.
We'll come with. We'll come with.
Wait, guys, I'm not that confident.
No, you said you were confident. All right, I'm gonna go eat Patch's dinner. All right, and I'm gonna eat Sable's dinner.
And he goes down, and it's really fucking cold.
Wait. Did Cammy
Yeah.
just say he ate my dinner?
No, I was joking. I was being facetious, but
Because that means you're rolling.
I'm rolling. What am I rolling?
I was eating
He had
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, you rolling, bro. You rolling.
Well, could I make a?
He has to roll.
Okay. All right. I'll roll. Uh-oh. Hold on. What is happening to me? Wait, hold on. Ow. All right, come. I got you. I got you. What do I need to roll?
Mr. DM, what would he need to
Yes.
roll for the sense of His Highness?
You would have to roll a. He would have to make an.
Why just roll a D100?
You know what? Yeah, just roll a d100.
Am I rolling to see if I get high or if I'm like removing the effects
No,
of like
this-
resisting?
This is going to be an amount of the you do trip.
Okay, so it's like whatever I get on the die is how much I'm actually just out of my mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
100 means
Completely gone.
Jesus. Yep.
Okay. Oh God. I don't know. About halfsies.
Got a good one. So there you go. All right. Sorry. We can continue.
All right, but yeah. So you guys are led further down and down and down until eventually you're led into a very cold, very dark part of the Lake Manor, where essentially it's just all pure stone and you just smell blood everywhere as it's like it just feels wrong. Like it's just in the air lingering. It feels like it's sticking to your skin as eventually it opens up into a wide chamber like this. Welcome to the blood pits, my dear guest. I hope you enjoy your time here while it still lasts.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
Well, you seek to challenge me and try to take my heart, yes?
Yes.
Then why should I give you the same mercy as any regular fighter?
Okay.
Is
Is what? Dear cousin, what?
he got to is, and then it hits him. His eyes dilate. He starts to become part of the ethereal. Like he's like, and like you see him kind of like trying to say words, and his jaw is sliding back and forth. And he goes, is it one-on-one?
Yes, dear cousin, it is one-on-one.
Daniel, what did you do to Cammy?
No, I believe he ate some of your mushrooms, Patch.
Oh. Oh yeah, I did leave that upstairs. Well, Cammy, you good?
Help! Help!
That doesn't seem like a good sign.
No, I don't know what he ate, but I think it'd be alright.
It has sponsors. And like you see him like trying to like steady himself, and then he falls backwards, and there's a resounding like crack of shell on the concrete floor.
Well, just leave him. Just leave him for a minute. I think he'd be alright. Apologies.
Don't abandon me,
Stable, I believe in you.
He had.
All right then Sable. While you have your audience in front of you, do you have any words for me? Any last words, so to say?
Oh, any last words? That's funny. No. I actually don't. But good luck, I suppose.
You too. As he then gets into a readying stance, and you are now in combat.
Okay.
Wait, before their combat starts, real quick. He's on his back, right? I want to take him. Since he's on his back on his shell, I just want to spin the fuck out of him.
Oh my god. Oh no. I meant just rotate me to face the combat. Just rotate me.
I want to spin him like a Beyblade.
Beyblade? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Okay, alright, go ahead. Roll for strength to see how hard you spin him like a Beyblade.
Oh, God. Again. Oh, fuck.
Dang, a good sign, Chief. Double ones?
Is that double ones?
Did you just crit spinning me?
Oh my god.
Alright.
Cantal is just bouncing off the fucking walls in this place.
Alright, there I go.
And add an element of difficulty to the combat.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta jump over him. The music just got really intense, guys. I'm getting a little nervous. As Chloe, I'm a little nervous.
Good luck, Chloe. Good luck. I wouldn't have done this.
Let's go! Let's fucking go. I got this, guys. All right. First things first. Sable, she's gonna unsheath her halberd, and she is gonna also get into a readying stance. And I'm actually going to mark a stress to gain advantage on my first attack. So let's do this thing. Hold on, what do I have? What do I have to roll? Sorry, I haven't looked at my character sheet in so long. Crap.
It's gonna be real unfortunate if you can't hit him unless you crit. It's gonna be real unfortunate.
Hey, why would you say that? Why would you say that, man?
just wanna put that out there. Just wanna make sure we're all aware of the options out here.
Fuck, hold on. That is a 16 with hope, if that matters.
It does not, because that does not hit.
Wait, what was it?
16.
Yeah, 16 with hope.
and it didn't hit.
It's been nice
So
knowing you,
as
Sable.
you do that,
It's been nice knowing you.
So, Sable, how do you...
Oh, wait. I have a question for you. I forgot to ask this.
Yes.
I, last session, asked you if I could enact my guiding light experience, and you said yes. I haven't rolled since doing that, so can I add a +2?
Yes.
Okay, so an 18.
It still doesn't hit.
Yeah, this ain't good, Chief. This ain't good.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, we're fucked.
Blood up, one
It's
love.
gonna have to be the Beyblade, bro.
Bless up, one
No, it's fine,
love.
guys. It's fine, guys. It's fine, guys. I'm not worried about this at all. Oh wait, it was actually a 19 because I forgot to add my +1 to strength. Sorry. Fuck. My bad.
19 doesn't hit?
That's tough.
Brother, no.
So again, Sable, I'll ask again. How do you approach him when you're still?
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of walk. Like I'm gonna start running at him basically, and I'll kind of like do like a little juke, like maybe go to the left and then like come back and swing on the right with my halberd, like probably around his like abdomen, like the oblique area, if you will. But obviously I missed.
He's able to dodge out of the way. It like kind of like nearly getting him, like it's within like an inch of like missing him, but it does like miss him. And so he then will step back. He'll look at you.
I'm probably like on him now, just that matters.
Well, yeah. I guess. Yeah. So let me see. Arm within very close range.
In melee range, actually.
There's no cooldown on this? That's kind of fucked.
I don't love that. I don't love that you just said that.
Our hubris
Alright.
was gonna come home at some point. I just didn't want it to be today.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I've got this.
You got
His
this.
AC is
Okay.
20.
Sure.
We're good.
Cool.
So when he looks at you, he's gonna say, I remembered I like to smoke the mushrooms in my time before. And with that, you see like a billow of like smoke kind of come out of his mouth, and you see the part of his throat kind of like start lighting up, and then he uses his breath weapon on you, and so he will. Here it is.
Please be low, please be low, please be low, please be low.
Off topic, but my sister just texted my family group chat asking if anybody wants an industrial fryer.
Oh, dude, the timing on that.
How
is
did
so
she know? What do you mean?
That's so funny. Okay, how does a 14 do you?
Wait, why am I getting it?
Fuck! Fuck! That hits,
That hits? Okay.
unfortunately.
Hey! Hey now! Hey now!
Okay, how does oh, whoa, hey guys, we're on stream. We can't be doing that now. 17 points of damage.
I'm gonna mark another stress and reduce that to not severe damage.
Oh, fuck!
So I'm gonna make it major damage.
One hit was 3 HP.
With that, he actually doesn't even move. He actually stands still and like in his place. As basically you feel like raging hot flames like billow onto you and kind of char like a little bit of your outside and cinch some of your mycelium network.
Great.
As he then stands there. Waiting for you to hit me.
Okay. You don't have to be a dick about this. Okay.
Dude,
Where he
silent
specifically where he specifically just hit Sable or like burned Sable, she's definitely glowing a lot brighter in those areas. And then I am going to attempt to hit again.
Okay.
Hold on, sorry, I'm gonna do something. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna mark another stress, and you roll again with advantage.
Okay.
I think I might have hit him this time, guys. I think I might have hit him. That is a for 23 with hope.
Let's go!
That hits.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go!
Okay. Let's go! Okay.
You get your one, you get
Hold
your
on.
one.
I do. I get my one hit before I go down. Okay. Sorry. There's something that I have. Combat training. You ignore burden when equipping weapons. When you deal physical damage, you gain a bonus to your damage roll equal to your level. So there's going to be a +2 added to this. That is going to be 19 hit points. Or 19 points.
Okay.
Is he bloody?
Is he bloody?
Absolutely not.
Fuck.
With you, like, eventually, like, recovering, and then, like, you know, putting a lot of your effort into actually, like, really trying to hit him this time, you are able to get a couple of good, like, you know, slashes, like, you know, against him. And he, like, smiles, and you hear a pillow laugh. This is what I live for! And I will spend a fear to make it out this turn. And with that, so I have it's 4, right? I got up 1 from the sky, so I have 4 okay. So I will expend that free fear to do Warrior's Hope. I get a +1 bonus to my attack rolls until I rest.
Oh no.
I also have that feature. And I forgot that I could use it.
Wait. Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh, it's a firefight, bro.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit you?
It does.
Okay. And so with that, he is basically going to bring up one of, like, you know, his claws, and he is then going to bring it down, like, straight onto you, as he does 29 points of damage.
I'm gonna mark another stress to bring that not down too severe. But I still take 2 points of damage. I will say, for flavor's sake, as he brings that claw down, Sable will fall, like, kind of down onto her hands and knees, and she's gonna, like, let out a cough, and there's gonna be blood that comes out of her mouth as she coughs. And you're gonna hear her say, God, sure wish I had my dagger on me right now. And then she's gonna back up just a single step. And as she's still down, she's actually going to use one of her minor health potions, which clears 1d4 hit points. Need a d4. That is a 3. And as she goes down 3 hit points, you're gonna see, like, she's still definitely glowing where she's been hit, but it's not as intense as what it just was. And on kind of shaky feet, you're gonna see her get back up and get ready with her halberd. And as she does, I'm also going to spend 3 fear to gain that +1, or 3 hope to gain that +1 to my attacks.
Upon hearing Sable yell that she wishes that she had her daggers, I'm gonna mark a stress to get into Homeboy's shadow. And then I'm gonna attempt to sneak attack him.
Alright. Roll to hit.
20 here, Skylar.
I'm effing scared. Okay. So I appear like in his shadow, and I'm like standing right behind him. Please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit me.
Pulling up the calculator.
No, I'm pulling up to see how many fucking lesser I have.
Oh shit!
Wait, actually, how many do I have? Because I'm probably gonna need.
Oh shit. Hang on, I dropped it. Make that again, please, correct.
Are we doing this for real? Are we doing this for real?
Yeah, that does not hit.
That doesn't hit?
No.
Can I do something?
Sure, yeah. Wait,
not
wait.
really in combat.
Skylar, with the thing that you rolled, did you roll with fear?
Oh no, I rolled with hope.
Thank God.
It was a 10 and a 1. It was a 10 with hope, a 1 with fear.
Okay. Yeah, what did you want to do?
So I'm not really in combat. I'm just kind of staring at Cammy. We didn't really get to the point of how fast he's spinning right now.
He is spinning about 120 miles per hour.
Excuse me?
See a constant stream of pubes
Fucking
coming
like
out of
flick him in there.
Hey,
He's gonna.
Agility is my best thing, please.
You also have a +1 because of the cat thing.
can I mean, if he's that fast, right? I just want to like kick him or like push him into a direction and see what happens.
Remember, I am right.
Roll agility to see if you can kick him quickly without basically injuring your leg.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Why did
It is. With hope.
And you also have that +1 because you have the cat necklace too.
Yep.
19.
All right. Which direction are you kicking him towards?
Is
I'm standing
this
right in
room
front of him.
enclosed?
No, it's open.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah.
I'm kicking out Sable then.
Okay.
Are you trying to get us fucking killed?
Okay.
Right. Fuck. Hold on. I gotta calculate this.
I mean, at any time
It's
Patrick,
open. I can't do anything.
at any time Patrick could be like, Sable jump. At any time. At any time in this, he could be like, Sable jump. I just want to put that out there.
Say it now. We're figuring this out.
Okay, well, am I able to do that? Like, I already know I said I can't, but I'm not sure, like, how that would work.
Like you forewarning her.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me look at the stuff right now.
It's gonna be a DM nicety.
Here,
I will give you 3 of my lessers to do this if you need.
You know what? I'll take your 3 lessers for you to do that. You do forewarn Sable.
Great.
Okay, 3 lessers are gone. I only had 3.
You want me to roll agility?
Yes, please. With advantage because you were forewarned.
Hell yes.
Nice.
Okay. That is going to be a 16 with hope.
You add 1?
Yes. I rolled a 13 +2 +1.
Nice.
And you succeed. And you're able to jump up, and Cammy does fly underneath you. And then Dragon will also make the exact same roll as well.
And win this boss fight against him, guys. He's got to dodge
And he does
Beyblades.
not make it. But Kiri's, how close are you to him?
Oh, I'm in his shadow.
You're in his shadow? Are you
Yeah.
still in his shadow even after you attempted this sneak attack?
Yeah. I'd say like she kind of like goes to swipe like when she went to go like sneak attack, and then I think she saw like Patch begin to like kick and it distracted her, so she like flew, like she's still in his shadow but she flew back a little bit so she'd be like, oh shit, like what the fuck is happening? So she's like, I'd say she's like right behind his head.
Okay. Alright, and so he's hit with full force of Cantala. Like, you know, going up against him. And so it literally hits him directly into the gut, but then he slides a little bit back, but then he holds on to him.
He holds on to Camtala?
Yeah, as he's basically like slid back and holding onto his shell.
So he stopped Camtala from coming.
Yeah. You're a little close for comfort, dear cousin. And he then Campbell, I'm going to spend the last year to then highlight his character. He is then going to spin you again.
Camtala is so high right now.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So yeah, he is able to successfully spin him and do it at the exact same speed. And because he did it with fear, not only does he get to go again, he is also gonna kick you, Camtala, straight into Sable once more.
Do I mean, I'm just watching him do this. Do I get the ability to, like, dodge?
You will. Yeah, you will.
Okay.
And he does make it to kicking, so he's kicking it straight towards you.
That is a... No, literally. That is a 15 with hope.
With hope? Okay.
With hope.
Let's see these things. So, you jumped over.
I'm here now.
I'll say for this instance,
Out here fucking jumping hurdles.
Please do not Yoshi me. Please for
Is
love
his
of God,
spin
do not
as strong
Yoshi
as
me.
mine?
Huh?
Was his spin as strong as mine, with mine being a crit?
No, but it is still 100 miles per hour.
So we drop down on 20.
Am I gonna hit these fucking stairs at 100 miles an hour?
No, you were gonna hit Sable. Unfortunately, because of how close it is, it's a little bit too short of distance. So Sable, you do take it. Let's see. Alcohol. So since he also did over here, there's also an added extra damage. Fuck, what do you even calculate your show?
I feel like
Oh my god, I'm dropping
him
everything.
getting hit by 100 or 130 mile per hour turtle Beyblade.
how does 24 points of damage deal with you? Specifically, half of it is also imbued with magic. Because he, since he succeeded with fear, has the face your fear trait that basically imbues any attack that he does with magic.
I also have that.
Yeah. Great, so he's a fucking...
Magical turtle blade right now. That's it.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh,
are
wait,
you-
I have armor slots.
Are you using my face your fear against my party right now?
I mean, it's not really yours.
Oh, great heavens. I'm a magical hockey puck. Great. Great.
Remind me how armor slots work again. Like, if I use one of my armor slots, what does that do? Does it take it down a threshold, or does it bump my evasion up? What was it?
It knocks it down a threshold.
Great, I'm gonna use one of my armor slots. So I only take 2 HP, and I will say that as Cantala hits me, I once again get knocked to the side. And what is Sable gonna do? She's gonna take out another health potion, and she's gonna drink that shit too. She's gonna be like, oh, God, you know, these are some pretty strong hits you're getting me with, I will say, but you know, my friend Kiri's, I rolled a 2 on my health potion, just FYI. My friend Kiri's like, she is like really fucking strong. I don't know if you've ever fought her before, but she's like, she's really strong. And you know, I just want to say that Kiri's is my best friend, and I like her a lot. And I'm gonna hold her with me as I go into these next couple of hits. And as I do that, I am going to use my Soldier's Bond. Kiri's, you're gonna get 3 hope. I will also get 3 hope.
Thank you.
And then as I say that, what am I doing? This. How far is it from me? Okay, I'm gonna...
Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a second. I need to calculate the measurement, because you did get pushed back a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow. There.
Okay.
How much damage have I taken, by the way?
You've taken half of this, so you would have taken about 10 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
You're fine. Fine.
I'm going to
You
spend...
said that I can move anywhere within close range, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Is it
Sable's running up.
10 points for both hits, or is it 10 hits, or 10 points per
10
each?
points total.
Okay. Am I done spinning?
Yes.
Yippee.
Okay, Sable's gonna swing at her halberd as she comes running.
Question, will we be
Halberd.
flanking?
Oh my god, is that a thing?
Are we flanking? Is that like a thing in here? I don't know.
Put the goggle away.
I only have 1 stress left. Stress spot.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. Oh my god, how much just lost my dice?
It's only with advantage. That's it. No active losses or anything.
I'm gonna use a lesser. If you wanted to know that was a... Oh wait, actually maybe I don't need to. Hold on. Is my... Okay, wait. Or... Oh no, that's a 21 with fear.
With fear? Okay. Yes, that does hit.
Yeah!
I will be acting next after this spell.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So that is gonna be 9 plus 4, 13. plus 2, 15 points.
Alright. You will actually mark a stress so that it's taken down 1 HP thing. 1 threshold.
Is he bloody?
As no. As he takes your hit. You're putting up a very good fight. I'm enjoying this quite a lot. I also see that you've been using health potions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And he grabs some, some from his pocket, pops it open, and drinks it. As he then...
Here. Hit him now!
Please, it's his turn. It's his turn.
Awesome. He just healed up 3 points of HP.
He wasn't even bloodied. I've been bloodied for half this fucking fight.
And then he's gonna look back at you. And then he's gonna swing with his, hands once more. How does a 16 fare for you?
I'm gonna use another armor slot to knock that down. 1 threshold. Yikers. Okay.
Alright, and I'm also going to spend that fear to do an ability called Whirlwind, where anybody within close range of me, or specifically very close range, is also going to be hit with the same attack.
I have a question,
Yes.
really quick. So I have my rogue's dodge on, but I also can I use my wings on top of that? Because rogue's dodge adds a +2 to my evasion, which makes it a 16 right now. And then I can mark a stress with my wings after an adversary makes an attack against me to gain a +2 bonus to my evasion again.
Okay, yeah.
Am I allowed to do both, or do you want me to just do one or the other? Because I'm fine with whatever.
I think
just don't know which.
since, I'm guessing rogue's dodge is something that you have to activate, correct?
Yes.
Or is it... Then yes, it has to be one or the other.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And so with that, spending that fear, so the both of you take 28 points of damage.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my last stress to mark that down to not severe, and then I'm gonna use my last armor slot to make that only minor damage for me. If I can.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I use an armor slot so that it's instead of severe, it would be well, it would be severe because it would be no matter what. It would be a lot of fucking shit for me. Okay.
And so basically you see Draghoul take his claw and rip more into your flesh, as he then swings a claw around to then clip and tear a little bit into Kiri's as well.
Cool. As this happens, Sable, does she get knocked back at all, or is it just it hits her?
It just hits her.
Okay, great.
There's no pushback.
Sable standing right in front of him. She's pretty fucked up. she's probably the most fucked up you guys have ever seen her. She is like glowing from different cuts and all of that, like all over her body. You can see that like probably part of her head cap has been damaged throughout like the course of this fight. And she's gonna look at Draghoul and she's gonna say, you know, it's been really fun and all. I've got one last health potion, and I'm gonna take it now. And then you and I, we can go at each other one more time. And then you know what? I think I might just have to tap out. This has been fun, but I think I'm good after this next little bout between us. I'm gonna drink my last health potion.
Whenever you drink your last potion, I'm
Fuck
gonna
yes!
stress again to use my Nightwalker ability just so that I can be hidden again. And instead of being like where I was, like on his neck, I'm instead gonna like kind of hide in the shadow, like by his foot. And I want to do a couple of things here. Well, actually, never mind. I'll try to. I'm gonna try to raid him blades, I think.
Okay.
Would you actually want to do a multi-attack with me or whatever? What's it called? Group attack?
I mean, I don't know. What was the rules for that again?
You have to spend 3 hope in order to do that.
Well, what? Like, I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah, 3 hope to do it. What is it? Like, fuck.
You have to make, like, one of you has to make an attack. You have to designate who gets to, like, you know, do the bonuses or whatever to that attack, and then you both can do an action simultaneously together. So if it requires marking stress, you can mark stress, spend a hope, that type of deal. But as long as like you both are acting in the same action, like that is what you guys gotta do.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever. I'm fine with whatever.
After Sable said, like, this is gonna be my last bout, does he seem like he's backing down? Like, he's like, okay, yeah, no, we're gonna call it? Or is he like, no, this is like, we're going for it.
He is backing down a little bit.
Would it be possible, I'll mark the 3 hope, Skylar, but we can figure out who wants to actually make the attack. And that may be based off of what I'm about to say. Would it be possible to enact my experience of You're Not Weak during this?
Yes.
Because of how badly I'm getting hurt? Okay.
Remember,
Skylar, that gives me...
spend a hope.
Yes, I will spend another hope. Do you want me to make the attack, Skylar, or do you want to?
I mean, I'm fine with whatever. I just tell me what to do.
Okay, I can make the attack then. And to make sure this actually goes well for me, I'm gonna use... No, I'm not, actually. Actually, yes, I am. I'm out of stress slots, but I remember we talked about we can mark an HP to, like, use stress. So I'm actually gonna mark an HP to give myself advantage, like, in place of stress, on this as well. So... Okay. That worked out really well. Okay, hold on, I have to do math. 18, 21, 23, 25.
Okay.
With fear.
Awesome. Thank you. And then, what are you guys gonna do then? Because that does go.
Well, you were talking about Rain of Blades, Skylar.
Yes.
So do we both get to make the action at the same time?
Yes.
Like, if I want to swing with my halberd and she wants to do Rain of Blades, we can both do that? Okay, hell yeah, then I'm swinging with my halberd.
We're going with Raid of Blades.
Oh yeah.
I do 17 points of damage.
I do 18 points of damage.
It's both 17 and 18, correct?
Mm-hmm. So 35 total.
Alright. It's gonna mark down a couple more stresses. So that it does 1 point of
At least we're going out together.
HP bar. And so with that, he's gonna look at you guys doing that like twin attack, and he smiles very widely. And with both of his hands, he is then going to mark another stress, so that he can then have advantage on both of you as he then makes his attack. How does a 16 with fear do to both of you?
That hits, man.
It's gonna hit.
Right?
We're level 2.
Yeah.
He was backing down. He was backing down.
He still is. I said after this next bout. This is the last bout.
But he also said that it was a one-on-one fight, so I don't know if that's gonna change things.
So he
you
knows.
guys. Hey, you and Patch are fine.
I mean, to be fair, I'm hot as
It's-
fuck, so I can't do anything. But I was gonna
It's-
jump in.
Fury's
So
is
with the
fully-
both of you,
Yeah.
he does 25 points of damage. This time, though, I am going to preface this that he says that he's doing it non-lethal.
That's fine. It wasn't gonna kill me anyway.
So, say non-lethally.
Yeah.
Curious.
What if I still am all the way marked for my health?
That means
Well, you can just
that,
go unconscious.
yeah, this
All
moment
right.
you go unconscious, like as soon as like he finishes his attacking you, because he's not like clawing you anymore. He's now punching you guys like very hard. Especially with you, he punches you straight in the gut, like between.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
And then, as he sees you fall, Kiri's, he then reaches out a hand to hold you up. As he now has Kiri's in one hand, and another hand open free. And he looks at you, Sable, and says, "You know, if I was a shallower man, I'd crush her in my hands to make a point of something. But as she is a guest and you simply wish to be a challenge, I'll give you this opportunity to stand down."
Oh, I'm good. I am all good. That was really fun. I quite enjoyed that. However, I think I'm a little tapped out, if you can't tell by my current appearance.
And if you look at Sable, like, she's bleeding all over the place. She's got cuts and slashes and gashes all over her. She's glowing a lot in a lot of different places. Unusual is like her normal glowing that happens. So,
Then I will ask Pash to take you all to your bed chambers so that you can rest up. Especially you, Sable. You look a little worse for wear. As he then walks past you, Kiri's still in his hand. As he then goes over to Camp Toller.
Oh no.
Camp Toller, are you still on your back, by the way? Or no?
You know, I can't get up when I'm on my back on my own, so probably.
So with 1 foot, he's then going to basically do like one of those like skateboard. He like kicks up your shell, so that you're now standing full upright immediately, with you. So that you go from being completely like horizontal to now being completely vertical in one single like footfall of him pressing down on your shell, so that you're now standing upright. Here, cousin, you're very good entertaining friends, so to say. Take care of this one. She's not dead or anything, I mean, sure.
Before he hands her over, Katana puts like a hand up.
Oh wait, give me a second, like that's calling me.
Oh,
you're good.
the void, it calls.
Well, I guess I can still do this. Wait, so he handed Kiri's off to you?
He's getting ready to, but I was getting ready to stop him because something else was gonna happen first. And I was told to stop.
I can still heal her. I only have one heal though.
I'm just unconscious. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody's dead.
well, I have one heal.
I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious.
Yeah.
I just have a little concussion.
Sable's definitely limping. It's like kind of holding her knee a little bit, limping along behind you guys. Guys, it was a bad idea. Why didn't you guys try to stop me?
Oh,
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Okay. What was Camtella gonna say to me?
his hand goes up. He turns to the right, and everyone's dinner comes back up. And he holds his hand out for Curious and goes, "Please do not turn me into a magical hockey puck again."
Hey, it wasn't my idea. You should congratulate your little ribbit friend, Patch, I think his name is, for the idea. I only really did all of it off of his inspiration.
That was pretty cool though, right?
My
Oh
ancestors
yes,
are
quite
spinning.
innovative. Oh, your ancestors will be all right and oriented. I'll make sure to give you another meal, so that I'll make sure everybody gets another meal to the bedrooms. Now, take care, Kamtama. And he kind of taps you lightly on the shell as he then leaves. Whoa, oops. Oh no. Behind you. As he's leaving, Posh is coming, down, towards you guys, and just silently waiting for everybody to basically get their shit together and try to follow him if you guys are ready for that.
Yeah. Stable is definitely ready.
I'm not gonna lie. Of all the things we've done these past few weeks, this was probably the worst one.
It's fine. We're fine.
And he turns and walks towards Posh.
Sable will follow behind Camtal and Patch, but like I said, she's definitely limping as she follows them, and is, if you pay attention closely, she's probably a little downtrodden just because she lost a fight, and that never happens.
It happened.
It did.
Pretty
And
bad.
she's upset about it.
Do I-
He's upset about it.
Do I perceive that a 15 with hope?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
You see Kemptala kind of stiffen up for a second and put all of his weight onto the staff for a second. He turns around. He has Curious kind of. She's become a football. He has Curious kind of on his hand. And she's I don't know. How did Draghoul hand her to me? Was she just crumbled in a pile, or is she sitting on my hand? How is she doing?
Fetal position, basically, on your hand.
Gotcha. Kemptala kind of is cupping her body, just kind of don't fall, keep her steady. It kind of turns around, plants the staff in one of the grates on the floor, and he kind of taps you on the shoulder and goes, "To think that you would ride to battle in front of all of us against a force like that. We may have lost the battle today, but I know we'll win the war tomorrow." And he picks up the staff and keeps walking towards Posh.
And so Posh leads you guys out from basically the arena area and takes you guys to kind of the more luxurious bedrooms over here. There's mainly just two bedrooms, with king size beds each, with purple linens and such. Draghoul just kind of assumed that you guys would just bunk together, instead of giving you each individual rooms. So obviously Camtala and Patch would be in one, and Kiri's and Sable would be in another. And that's kind of like just
Bye.
how Posh, leaves you guys. Is it then turns around silently and leaves the room.
Posh.
And then he turns around.
Is what he said true? Did he take you from the swamps and enter you into his service as you are, and you welcome it willingly?
Better to serve than to die.
I ain't gonna lie, gang, I didn't know he could talk. I didn't know he could talk, I ain't gonna lie.
When he talks, it's very labored, as you do kind of see scratches or scratch marks against his throat that seem kind of deliberate, but it's enough to where he can still speak, but just seldom ever does.
Were you here before he took over, or were you a new accompaniment here?
There were others before me. Many others. They're all gone. Died of old age. He gave me his blood. So I persist while others rot.
Would you, by chance, in the castle, jumping and porting and things, have you seen either some dudes in black cloaks? Have you seen maybe another fungrel, kind of like Sable, but a little bit taller, a bit more masculine? Have you maybe seen some other shenanigans in the desert that Draghoul asked you not to speak about, like, on the level? He kind of smacked us around, so, like, kind of just looking for someone to tell us it's okay for right now.
If you're worried about being followed, you are not. There are other things in the desert that happen, and in other faraway places that my master so chooses to go. This castle wanders, and he wanders with it.
Okay. Bit more pointed. I gotta kind of press on the masculine fungrel. Have you seen someone like that recently?
He passed by the castle. We didn't see him directly, but we know of him. He is headed towards the city of Gate.
Is there any way that we could maybe use the castle jumping and wandering to get closer to the city of Gate to catch up with them?
I cannot say. That is my master's doing. He controls the castle.
Camtala kind of like looks him in the eyes. He's like, well, if someone were to put in a good word for us and kind of help us out on this, it would be like really appreciated, and I'm sure it would make our lives easier, but would also go greatly appreciated amongst the four of us as the guests of the castle.
I will ask him.
I appreciate that. You enjoy the rest of your evening. Do you sleep?
No.
Oh.
I live and I serve eternally.
I'm sorry to hear that. If you're able to find some downtime, hopefully you're able to read a good book, take up some knitting, or just relax by a window.
I will. I'm reading a great series by the author named Augustina Jane. She has lots of very good books.
Is it? What's this one about? What's this one about? Is it a murder mystery? Is it a whodunit? Is it a sci-fi show and tell, so to speak?
It is feminist literature. I feel very in touch with my feminine side whenever I read it.
We need to bring
It's
him with
very
us.
good.
Yeah.
He needs to be with us.
We did that
actually.
You know what? I am glad you are expanding your horizons and experiencing cultures beyond that which you know in this castle. If no one else will say it today, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And I am proud of you too.
And with that, he kind of lumbers away.
Campbell's kind of like...
Can't tell. I'm as.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. Whenever we went into the rooms, I'm assuming that you handed Curious to me.
I hadn't yet, because I didn't know that we were all in the rooms yet. So I thought we were having this conversation in the atrium. But like you go to make your way to the room, and Campbell kind of like shuffles in behind you a little bit, and like he looks for a window. Is there a window in the room?
Yes, there is.
He kind of like...
It's a window with stained glass upon it. It's all red.
Do you think she likes red?
Maybe. Probably.
She talks about the shadows a lot, so I assume she would like to look at the stars in the sky. So he like goes and puts her on the windowsill, kind of like laying on the windowsill, kind of like on her back. And he's like, I don't know how to make a stone windowsill more comfortable. I'll leave that to you. And he walks back out.
Yeah, I'll figure something out. Hope you guys sleep well.
You as well. If you need anything, just we're next door.
I'll let you guys know.
If something happens and you can't get to the door, just knock on the wall 3 times. We'll know what it means.
Is he done tripping?
Let's find out.
He's just expanded his knowledge.
Yeah, he's like on a different plane right now.
Yeah. He's high as fuck, but he's somehow like...
How does... I'm assuming it's a presence?
Yes.
How does an 8 with hope find you?
Because as they, you can trip for hours, days, or weeks.
I think he is still like tripping a little bit because you got a 55 from before?
52.
Or 52. So he is coming off it a little bit, but he's still a little high. I would say.
Do I see yellow?
Yes, you do.
Uh-oh.
But it is very, very faint, and you know exactly where it's at.
Do I see purple?
You do.
Where do I see that one?
It's back in the dining hall where the dagger was.
I kind of like poke my head out. Is Poosh, is Goosh still there? Posh. Sorry.
At this point, he's actually standing outside of Kiri's and Sable's door, as he has like a whole bunch of like bandages and stuff, like ready for them. But he's just kind of standing there, like waiting.
Not gonna knock on the door. Just gonna stand out there all night.
I fucking love this guy. I really love him.
Hey, Posh.
Yes.
If you're here to help them, it's okay to knock lightly on the door and announce your presence.
But what if they're exchanging saucy, information and gossip of the latest goings on in high court and society?
Well,
I cannot interrupt that.
Well, one of them is unconscious, so I don't think they're doing that.
But I don't know that, though.
I'm
It's like Schrodinger's cat. I do not know if if they are or aren't. It's paradoxical.
I'm telling you, as the person who carried her up the stairs, Kiri's is still unconscious. But even if
But
they're
how do you
exchanging
know?
saucy gossip,
She could be awake after she was deposited into her room.
but Posh, do you think you standing out here all night with the bandages that Sable needs, but doesn't know you have, is going to help her feel better?
Bro, I smacked the fuck out of the door.
But do you?
I smacked the fuck out of the door.
All right, yeah. So Sable, you hear basically wet slapping and knocking on the door.
I know exactly who's at the door, yeah. Sable's gonna crack the door open slightly, and she's gonna say, "Why are you guys interrupting mine and Kiri's time to talk about the saucy and hot gossip from high society?"
See, I told you, Kentaro.
Curious is at the window, Peter Griffin.
Sable's just talking to herself.
He's just pinching his nose, just like, oh no. Oh no.
Well, Sable,
This is why I stand at the door instead of interrupting their saucy gossip.
he said it.
I can appreciate the sentiment, Mr. Posh. That was very nice of you. What can I help you with?
He just extends his hand out and just shows the bandages, the alcohol, and all the other things that you would need to patch up.
Perfect. Oh, did you? I needed these. You were so sweet for bringing these. I will take these and I will get myself and Kiri's all bandaged up.
Have
And
a
Sable will take it.
good night. As he then kind
Thanks.
of shuffles out and lumbers out from the room.
Sable's gonna be holding it, she's just gonna look down at Patch, and she's gonna be like, "Did you need anything, Patch?"
No, they were talking about the door for a couple minutes. So,
All right.
expediting the process.
I see. I'm going to bed. I don't know about y'all. I'm going to bed.
And Sable's gonna close the door.
I have to go collect some cookware, and Kentala goes to the kitchen or the dining room, picks up the dagger, and comes back.
Okay.
Can Patch, can I look around? Do I notice any strong auras here at all? Just standing out in the hallway?
Yeah. There is red everywhere. Everywhere that you see is red. Now, it's luckily enough for you, kind of translucent enough for you to see through it, but you definitely know that this is red. With wispy traces of purple and yellow. Purple coming from the ceremonial dagger that Kentala was using, and yellow coming out from the castle. There.
Okay. But nothing strong from any of the additional rooms. Everything's just the same.
Yep.
Okay. I'll head back in.
And does everybody take a snooze?
I would say probably while Sable is bandaging herself up, she'll leave some of the excess that she didn't use near where Kiri's has been laying, so that way if she needs them in the morning, she can use them. But as she's bandaging herself up, knowing that Kiri's is still unconscious, she's just gonna kind of talk to Kiri's, but be talking to herself, and she's gonna say,
You know, Kiri's, I know that you can't hear me, but I feel like I need to say this. the only person in my life who has ever stuck by me the way you have was my father, and he eventually disappeared, which isn't great, but I know you can't hear me, but I appreciate the fact that you were just so ready to jump into that with me, and that you offered, but fully knowing that we were not gonna win, and the fact that you went down just to help me a little bit in that situation, it really, truly means a lot. And I honestly can't say that there's anybody in my life ever that has done something like that. Maybe my father at one point, but I don't know. But I hope you feel better in the morning. And Sable will go to sleep after that.
Can I roll to see if I hear any of that?
Yeah, go ahead. In your unconscious state.
Yeah. What would I roll for that? Would that be?
Instinct, or because you're trying to perceive something.
That is a dirty 20. With
Hell yeah.
Nice. You gain a hope because you definitely do hear that. In your unconscious state, you are able to hear Sable's voice say all these things to you.
I don't.
Right,
I'll be
Patch.
still on.
Do you have anything that you want to do before you go to sleep?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Camtala, do you do anything before you go to bed? Obviously, besides giving Sable back her dagger.
Oh, is this Sable's dagger?
I mean, why did you go into the kitchen and get a knife then?
I was picking up the purple dagger from the yeah.
My bad.
I was gonna say, I had my dagger back. Yeah, he gave me my dagger back.
So then, okay, yeah. Anything besides that then?
I'll consider like going to the dining room and like grabbing the dagger as like preparing for tomorrow, like kind of like gathering and amassing resources and kind of things like that, regaining our equipment and pieces of our journey that we need. I'm gonna kind of like look out the window if I can even see out of it. It's probably all stained glass.
Yeah. So, you do see stained glass. It is very red. But you do see, like, you know, the sandy, like, you know, landscape out before you, in a very red tinted sort of color.
Do any of the panes like rotate so they're not red? Or is it
You are able to get an angle if you crick your neck enough.
I'm gonna do my best to get as unread of a view as possible. And I just want to look at the stars for a second. Is the constellation of the stars similar in location to where the top Bill's camp was before I left for my journey, or no, is it different?
It's not different.
Would I be able to tell the direction of where it would be based on what I can see?
Yes, you would.
As I want to like look back and like kind of think back, I'm on leaving, going to Burkle to help with the disease, and then becoming an unbeknownst or unannounced player, I guess, in this realm of the gods. And just kind of think on whether or not that's going to be a valid or invalid path for us to keep walking on. And then as I hear Patch kind of like settling in and going to sleep, I'm just going to find a corner, I guess, because I don't know if there's two beds in the room or not. And
No, it's just one singular bed.
Well, you guys don't want a spoon?
look, dude, soggy socks are terrible. Soggy bedding is even worse.
Yeah,
Like,
that's valid.
I will make myself comfortable in a corner somewhere, kind of like sit down cross-legged and kind of have my staff just kind of like perched between my legs and in the crook of my knee and my like neck and shoulder, and just kind of use that to hold myself up as I sleep.
All right, then. With that, we will take a 15-minute break.
Hell yeah.
So run your commercials, everybody get a drink, get a snack, take care. See you back in 15. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daggerheart and our session. I hope you had a great time on your break. Hope you got snacks, hope you got drinks. And hopefully you're settled in as we're going to resume the rest of our session. As we're going to be coming from them waking up to the next day. Everybody's fully healed, I'm assuming, and all cleared of stress.
Yeah.
Right? It is morning. Or at least as close to morning as this plane of existence seems to have, as there is light filtering in from the stained glass windows, but it is nowhere near as bright as it usually would be during daytime. If anything, it seems like outside is like dusk, almost, in terms of time.
I think that Yuri, since she's been unconscious for a hot minute, she kind of wakes up a little bit before Sable does, and I think she wakes up and thinks about, like, she feels all the pain in her body, and she's like, God damn it. Like, I can't believe that this just happened. And she sits up and she like sees the medical equipment, and she starts, I think she has like a gash here, a black eye, like maybe a scratch like across her chest, some on her back. Like she looks torn up. And she's gonna take like the little needle and like she's gonna use, if the needle's too large, like another needle that she has on her, and she's gonna start stitching like her wounds shut herself, and she's going to clean her wounds as best she can. But the whole time that she's doing it, I think that instead of her like wincing in pain and crying or anything like that, I think that it's a little unsettling. She is humming while she does it. She almost, just a different kind of air is going on, and there's a sparkle in her eye, almost a little bit, that is like, like in an anime when like a character like kind of hits their like final straw and they like look up into the screen, and it's the one eye is like ding, like has the spark in it, and it's like, ah shit, this ain't good. I think that's kind of happened a tiny bit to Kiri's, and with her sitting in like the windowsill and the red light coming in, it almost like glows in her white hair. Like she's looking a little bit freaky.
Really set the scene for me. I will say that Sable is probably gonna wake up to like hearing movement and then the creepy humming that is coming from like the edge of the room. And she's gonna kind of wake up, and she's definitely, though she feels significantly better after like treating to her wounds last night, she's like got some like cricks in her back, maybe her neck, and she's gonna kind of like sit back up like on her elbows and kind of like open her eyes and look at Kiri's and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Just dealing with what happened yesterday.
You need
to make sure I'm all stitched up.
Yeah. Do you need help?
little unsettled by what's happening. The whole ambiance of what's happening with you sitting on that windowsill is a little.
I think when when you're waking up is when she's like kind of like finishing her last like tink, like, and then like ties it with her teeth like shut and clips the string to where it's shorter and there's nothing really in the way. And she's gonna get up and she's gonna stretch. And when she stretches, it's not like, your everyday, like that. She like full blown gets on to where she's like on releve. Like she is on the very tops of her toes. She stretches down and almost does like a very slow and almost like hauntingly beautiful, like kind of like a ballet move where I don't know the word for it, kind of like an arabesque type of situation where she stretches really big and it looks almost enchanting when she's stretching and she's doing these moves to kind of limber up, and you can see her pick up her daggers and she tucks the fang one that is from the bat fang, like she hides that one a little bit so that homeboy can't see that shit because he cannot know that we killed his pet. And she tucks her other daggers like right in the front of her belt, and she like cracks her knuckles and stretches out her wings, and just a little red, almost like a red tint to like her eyes a little bit.
Are you feeling okay this morning?
I'm feeling great.
That makes one of us.
Did you not heal yourself last night? Did you not like?
No, I mean, I did, but there are lingering effects. I mean, my knee feels a little fucked, but I'll be okay. You seem like you've done this before. Like, treated yourself this way. Like, healing and all that. Like, tending to wounds and shit like that.
I mean, who hasn't?
Hey! I have. So I'm right there with you. Okay, well, we unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to pillow fight last night. I was hoping that we would get to do that, but another time, I suppose.
Another time, and she'll like kind of like hop down like off the windowsill. Not hop, because I'm guessing that's a fucking large ass jump.
Yeah.
She like kind of flutters down and like walks on the floor instead of flying like she normally does, but she'll like just kind of like walk on the floor like towards the door and look up at you and be like, well.
Oh, okay, so I have
happened?
to.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Our internet's being weird.
Nope, our internet's broken.
Oh.
Yep, it's breaking.
Are we good?
I can hear you kind of, but it's breaking up. It's just very glitchy.
Scare looks Asian right now.
Oh,
She looks fine on my screen.
Okay.
Was it just us?
Yeah, it's our internet kind of. I think it's GCI.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all should be good. I feel fine. Like I can see everything now.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Do you need me to get up and open the door for you?
I mean, no, I can slip out the bottom of the door. I was just wondering if you were,
Oh yeah, I mean, like I was gonna get up. Yeah, I'm getting up. Also, the I say little, he's bigger than I am. The servant man, Posh, cutest ever, actually. He came to the room last night, and he apparently didn't want to open the door because he thought we were in here talking about like high society and like all the hot goss and everything, which I heard, but I didn't just said it as I opened the door. But anyway, he delivered all of the bandages and stuff. So definitely we need to give him a big thank you this morning.
For sure. I think that would, I wonder if he's here willingly.
Based on the fact that he has a muzzle around his mouth, I don't think so. I don't think.
Chrome, what did you say the name of like his people were? Like lizard folk?
Lizard folk?
Yeah, lizard folk.
Okay. Yeah.
The lizard folk from where I'm from, I don't think would just willingly be here. Not really their climate, I don't think.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll have
anyway.
to pick his brain a little bit when we.
Maybe. I don't know. He sounded
Later.
like he could talk, but like it sounded very like he was like really having to try. But if he's willing to talk, I'm willing to talk, you know?
Yeah.
Also, before you go, I didn't say this yesterday to you, but thank you.
And she like looks genuinely confused at what you're thanking her for.
Just for being so willing to jump into that fight, like, you know, like just without like any inhibitions, like stopping you. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
who wouldn't do that for a friend, you know?
Yeah. Thank you. Regardless.
Sure, anytime.
Okay, well now this feels awkward, so I say we let's go get some grub or something. I don't know.
And with that,
Okay.
Sable will get out of bed and she'll like get all of her shit on. I mean, her armor's non-existent, pretty much. She's like wearing scraps, but she'll put her scraps on and, you know, get ready to go for the day and make her way out of the room.
All right. And does that follow the same sort of suit like Kentala does, along with
More than likely, I'll be
Patch.
talking to Cammy about me spinning him like a top and then pushing him like a Beyblade. There's probably some like beginning conversations in the morning about that. But overall, general lightheartedness for me. But that would be what I would do in the morning.
all right. And so with that, with you guys doing that, are you? I'm assuming that everybody heads over to the dining room table.
Yes. I would believe so.
Okay. All right. As you guys head over to the dining room table, Draghoul is already kind of sitting at the front of the table, as he usually is, drinking a very large glass of wine, as he does, and Posh is kind of like, you know, standing in the corner, just kind of like looming there. Ah, good morning, dear cousin. Good morning, all of my fellow guests. I hope that the night treated you with lots of sweet dreams and good healing.
Something like that for sure.
Well, I'm very glad. I hear that Posh even personally delivered your bandages and such to you.
Oh. You didn't tell him to do that?
I mean, I told him to make everybody feel comfortable, but I didn't really specify bandages. I thought that all of you were healthy enough and capable to do those yourself, but it seems that my servant seems to be grown a little too soft.
No. He kind of just threw the bandages at me and said, "Here." And that was that. And then he walked off. There was no extra, like, barged into the room. Like, he is definitely not grown soft.
Well, that's good. I would hate for my dear, dear butler to lose his sharp fangs and teeth.
Is that what you would do if he became soft? Rip his
Well,
teeth
the
out?
muzzle's there for a reason, but an appropriate punishment would be put in place if he grew too soft.
Definitely not last night. Like I said, like I was in the middle of, you know, doing my thing before bed, and he like barged in the room and just like threw a couple of bandages at us. So it's just, you know.
I see.
I
Very
did hear
well.
quite a commotion next door. Hopefully everything was okay.
Oh yeah, everything was fine. I mean, I was a little, you know, it was abrupt and I was a little shaken, but you know.
Well, I also was asked by him a rather small request, but one that definitely did catch my attention. You wish for me to move my castle closer to the city of Gate? And he looks over at his cousin, Kental.
Not permanently, just if we're trying to impede this godly board game, they appear to have set their sights on the city of Gate for now. So if your castle can travel, then I figured why not use that ability to travel to our advantage.
He thinks about it for a moment. Really stews a little bit, and he says, well, that should be fine. My business here in Cactus Springs is done more than enough already. And with that, you hear a howling, hollow whistle be, like, you know, kind of made from Posh's lips. As then you hear a whole bunch of like flapping of leathery wings start rushing towards the castle, as a whole kind of like, you know, torrent of like, you know, noise is like, you know, being happening on the outside, and all the light that you like, you know, previously seen through the windows is completely darkened by what you assume is a whole swarm, a horde even, of dire bats surrounding the castle. Well, I suppose I'll hold off on breakfast so that we may do this journey as smoothly as possible. Would you like to see my magic at work?
I would like to see it personally, but I can't speak for everyone else.
I'd be
I
honored.
can't see out of your window.
Well,
He
yes.
just smiles.
Well, whoever wishes to join me can follow me behind. And so he makes his way out from the front of the table, as he then goes all the way out to the courtyard and then opens the door. As if anybody who's nearby him can definitely see, all 600 of his dire bats are now forming a wall, slash tornado of dire bats swarming and circling the entire castle, as they're all chirping and, like, you know, synchronizing with each other. As he then starts speaking in Draconic, commanding them, along with imbuing the entire, not only like horde, but also the ground underneath you guys with an imbued red energy. As all of a sudden you feel the ground shake underneath you and the winds blow up and toss and turn, and you feel a whipping wind kind of like aggressively go around you as slowly the castle lifts up into the air. It is being very, like, you know, carefully guided towards, like, you know, a destination at quite a decent speed.
I think this is the coolest thing I've probably ever fucking seen.
Why, thank you. I've devoted years of my magic to refine this technique. This is why I have such a large host, after all, of diagrams. Most other people would only have a couple of dozens of them. Having a whole horde of them is rather easy to make such an operation work so smoothly.
Makes sense to me.
You know, I kind of just assumed the castle teleported, I'm not gonna lie. To hear it told from the outside, I was under the assumption that this was a pocket dimension, but this is something else entirely.
To an extent it is. I usually keep a magical barrier around so that nobody else interferes with my domain, but the actual dirt and soil come from the old continent.
I moved it here myself. Took a lot of labor, but the dire bats made it a lot easier. Need to sleep on my own soil, you know.
And how long have you been here? Like in this specific area, I guess.
Let's see. I was here before the colonization 70 years ago. I was here after the fall of the Crystallian Empire, and before that, I believe I saw the waning years of my actual true cousins, the Dracona of the Gao lineage, who are now only solely based in the islands out west, far, far west.
So is that like a couple hundred years? Excuse me, I'm not a history major.
Oh, I believe it should be about 3,000 years ago by this point.
Okay. Long time.
You sort of stopped counting after the first 10,000.
The first 10,000. Oh. Okay.
Guys, we might have a problem. We might have a problem.
He's been around for over 10,000 years.
Yep, he sure has.
You sound so shocked. I should have already relayed to you that I'm more than thousands of years old.
Well, you said thousands, not tens of thousands. I was thinking like max 4. I don't know.
They all bleed in together. You sort of stop counting. You stop really paying attention to all of it when you just see empires fall over and over and see no real progress besides the waning of time and magic. It's quite sad. Draconas no longer have tails like I do. Well, besides my cousins out in the west.
I guess that makes sense why my big strong muscles didn't work last night. Didn't realize you were tens of thousands of years old.
Well, it did take it quite easy on you. You did provide very, very much of a challenge. Much more than I expected. You should be proud of that.
I feel like that's a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it. Thank you, Mr. Draghoul, sir.
As you guys continue having this kind of banter between each other, you eventually feel the wind sort of shift a little bit, and eventually the ground no longer shakes as you are now planted into the ground. And when you look out and the bats sort of disperse and go into kind of in the ether almost, you just see the same sort of landscape as before. No longer the sands and stuff, but you still see the bridge right in front of you. The red, the trees with black, wood and red leaves, blood red leaves. And the same sort of dusk kind of sky. It's painted like a sort of crimson red kind of color in the sky. But you do feel like there is something different. That there is a definite shift of where you are in comparison to where you were before. And Camtella, he looks over to you.
Yes.
I made sure that the dire bats gathered up all of your relatives before we departed. We are safely and secured. I do not know your exact burial rituals, but they will be in the keep. And if you so wish, I will guide you there myself, so that you may attend to whatever funeral rites you have for them.
Yes, I would like that.
And he looks at the rest of you. If you wish to depart now, then you may. Obviously, breakfast will be served to you if you wish to stay a little longer, but my duties as host is coming to a very quick close. You are
at least on the outskirts of the city of Gate. So, whenever you wish to leave, you may have the opportunity to do so. And he looks over at Kantala. Follow me, dear cousin.
Kentala kind of like looks at the group and he's like, you all don't have to follow me for this one if you don't want to. This one's personal, it's not business.
Yeah, but I mean, we're the four bestest friends to ever exist. I mean, if you want us there, we can be there for you.
There's kind of like a pause before he responds. And then you see him kind of like processing the statement. And he goes, where we're going and what I'm going to do probably won't be easy. But after last night, I couldn't bring myself to impose upon any of you. I wasn't there when you all needed me, and I regret that.
Dude, I can respect the way you feel, but, like, that's fine. You were high out of your mind. It's okay.
You're also spitting.
I was about to say.
Yeah, you're a little
It wasn't
incapacitated.
exactly your fault. She
Yeah.
might as well just look at Patch like, duh.
Be that,
Possibly did the most damage during that fight, by the way. So you know.
be that as it may, or however we want to tally the numbers, my duty as a guide supersedes carnal pleasures. I should have restrained myself, and I should have been more coherent and lucid for all of you, and I wasn't. I'm sorry for that.
Hey, man. You'll get him the next time. Yeah, we're
You just
good.
gotta build some tolerance. You'll be alright.
Either way, I don't feel good giving them their funeral rites in this place. And like he's like talking quieter to the group so that Draghoul doesn't overhear. So
Do you need help getting their bodies out?
no, this isn't the place to bury them, but the information that they have about the DTL and the raids that happen could be important. Where I go is going to be an information, and I will deal with the damnation from the remaining elders when I return to them.
This sounds serious. Like, I wouldn't want to be alone trying to give someone, like, if, you know, there was a fun girl out there, I wouldn't want to be alone trying to give them, you know, a fun girl funeral, their last rites, whatever. So I'll go with you.
And he just kind of like nods, and he says, however you feel and whatever you desire to do. If you wish to go, just wait for me to leave, or if you wish to come with me, feel free. But I don't want to overstay our welcome any more than we are. And he moves to follow Draghoul.
Sable will follow behind him.
You hear the flip-flopping?
I think Curious is just gonna catch a ride on either Sable's shoulder or Patch's hat, one of the two.
Whichever.
And so Draghoul takes you guys up a tower, one of the many spires in his castle, and eventually he leads you guys to here. Pardon for the very grotesque display I have here. I tried to ask Posh to clean up a bit, but I suppose I had too many out on display. But I don't have models for like Galapagos or something.
That's fine.
So just pretend that they're all there.
That's fine. It's fine. Theater of the mind. Theater of the mind. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will leave all of your rituals to you, dear cousin.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And you see him kind of like walk forward to the bodies. And as he's approaching the party, you know what this spell is. You've seen him do it before. And he's going to... We don't have to play all of this out. We can kind of just like make a general kind of like average of information. But he's going to move systematically through the bodies. And he's going to cast final words on each one.
Okay.
And in relation to whichever ones succeed, whichever ones fail, the kind of general consensus is for the first one, he'd kind of just be like, he's already asked his dad, like, why were you all here? Like, who led you here? But after hearing the God of Reality say that there was more things being meddled with, he was going to ask, like, what caused the sudden shift? Like, yes, you guys came this way because you heard of something, but who specifically seemed to have a personality change to give that information to all of you? Like, things of that nature.
So, the general consensus between all of them, I will do general consensus for all of them, is that one of the other elders, named Yalta, was basically, like, all of a sudden woke up from one of his visions. One of the very many times that he was, like, you know, doing his rituals and understanding the stands and stuff, and all of a sudden he saw that they needed to be guided somewhere. And he sent out a scouting party first, and when they didn't return, he then asked Cantala, your father, and a handful of other, like, you know, Galapagos, to go search for the rest of the, you know, the scouting party, while the rest of them stay behind, so that if something continues to happen and they also go missing, they'll try to find them if nothing else happens to them. Which, as you know from talking with, you know, your contact, something did happen while they were also out.
Right. How many bodies are there?
In total, about 12.
Okay.
5 seem to be from the scouting party, the rest are from your father and the rest of the group trying to gather them back.
Right. Do you want me to roll this 12 times?
Yeah.
Okay. I might just put this into roll 20.
That's
do
fine. Go,
Like
go
the
ahead.
easiest way?
man.
Yeah.
That'll be the easiest way to do it.
It's
It'll hurt me none.
2d12 per, and there's 12 bodies, so 24d12.
Yep.
Okay, so I need an average, or I need 13 per spellcast for it to succeed and get 3. Anything under 13 is a failure and I get 1 question. So the first one is an 11, that body gets 1 question, it fades. The second one's a 22, it has 3 questions, I've used 1. 7 fades, 13 is a tie. Does tie go to DC or does it go to failure?
Tie goes to DC.
Okay,
So you meet it, you beat it. So
okay, so that's 2 bodies, I have 2 more questions. Failure, success, so 3 have 3 questions. 4 have 3 questions. 5 have 3 questions. 6 have 3 questions. 7 have 3 questions. 8 have 3 questions. So of the 12, 4 immediately fade after he asks, why were you guided this way?
okay.
the second question, he'll kind of like go through the general consensus and be like, you said Yelta?
Yeah.
He'll ask, did Yelta say anything specific about his sand reading that led to them going this direction? Like, because he's got the information that, like, yes, Yelta said go this way, yes, we're gonna send a scouting party, yes, we're gonna go collect them back, but why was Yelta so insistent on coming this way?
From what they were able to remember and gather, what he said is that there's a great disturbance in the sands, and that if they pursued the disturbance, they might be able to find the tome that you were looking for.
Hearing that be the general consensus from each body, you kind of see Kentala tense up and kind of like cricks his neck, like, damn it. Like, just, there's a sense of just like, damn it. And then the third question for the bodies that are still left, he wants to ask each body, if there is a significant other or if there is a child, what do you want your last message of them to be?
The vast majority of them just say, I love you, sorry that I had to leave, may the sands protect you and guide you, and heed the words of all your elders, and to never falter in the path.
And with that, all of the bodies fade to essentially ash. And then Kentala's gonna like prestidigitation to kind of like ash together and gradually fill like two or three different glass bottles and store them in his pack.
Yeah. Alright, and you do that.
It's easier to move them this way. Thank you for keeping them safe.
Of course, dear cousin. To desecrate the bodies of not only elders, but those of my other kindred would be great disrespect to my values and morals. May they find peace in their afterlife.
The sands will move, the sands will shift, but whatever sands they walk, hopefully they're easier and softer than they are here.
I agree with that.
And then we leave. Alright, Kentala goes to be like, thank you for your hospitality, but I think it is time, for me at least, to move.
Alright. Take care, dear cousin, along with the rest of you. Oh, and he looks specifically at Kyrios. You know, I'm quite surprised that I found one of your kind here. You know, you're not often seen outside of your realm.
Yeah. Well,
Didn't really imagine that the Dustwalkers would have more children than I would have ever expected.
I'm sorry. The who?
The Duskwalkers. The people that you come from.
The people that. Curious is gonna look like where she was previously kind of like very stone-faced. I think anybody who is within, literally anybody that can see her, you can kind of see like shock like on her face. I've never heard of the Duskwalkers.
Oh. Were you separated by birth from your parents? That's
I mean, you
quite
can-
shocking.
You can say that.
That is quite a sad tale, child. Well, if you do want to know, your people are called the Duskwalkers. They're very different from other Fae. And they like to keep themselves separated from the rest of the Fae kind, as you can imagine, due to your appearance.
Yeah,
Nature.
the other Fae don't really take well to the appearance.
But regardless, you are talented, young one. Your agility and overall sprightness is one thing that your people always have over other Fae. So take that with pride.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
And thank you for the information. Kind of sorry about, ganging up on you yesterday, even though you totally beat our ass. But even though you knocked me unconscious, it was fun. Thank you.
I'm glad that you had fun. If you ever decide to come back here to my castle, I am more than willing to spar with you all once more. And he has a very big, toothy smile.
I think you'll see Kiri's eyes widen a little bit, but not in a oh shit kind of way, but in a don't tell me with a good time now kind of way. She's like, let me get some more. Let me get some more experience, and maybe I'll.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I wouldn't be so sure that the next time we visit your castle that you're gonna beat us like you just did.
Well, if you do get as strong as I believe you to be, then I wouldn't need to hold back any longer.
Sorry, I'm just writing this down.
Oh, good.
Does the name Grace mean anything to you, Draghoul?
He kind of looks at me. He kind of narrows his eyes. How do you know that name?
It's something I heard in a dream last night.
Well, if you are curious to know, her full name, or at least her full title, is Sister Grace of the Church of Apollo. She is in the city of Gate, stationed there to help with humanitarian aid and guide poor souls lost from the War of the Silence. So, if you're in need of religious guidance, then you should go through her.
You said Church of the what?
Church of Apollo.
Your reaction gives me pause. Why are you surprised to hear the name?
Because she was attached to another man I knew during the war. And he was a rather surly and dangerous sort of man. One that I'm surprised still walks amongst mortals. Last time I remember seeing him.
Can I insight that?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna burn my last lesser for this. I'm gonna burn my last lesser. Not great. Not much better. Fuck me wrong. That is going to be. That's instinct. That's gonna be a 15 with fear.
Thank you so much. You do succeed.
Oh.
As from what you can tell, what are you trying to insight me, by the way?
So, he's talking like she was attached to a man he knew during the war, but it's like a man he's surprised still walks to this day. I want to get a feeling of, is Grace someone significant to him? Like, she was someone he knew during his escapades as Draghoul, or is that soldier someone who fell during one of the wars?
Someone that's attached, like, actually, like, intertwined with, like, Grace, and that he, Draghoul, like, you know, either worked with or served under at one point, but he did not fall.
But I don't get a sense that, like, he's talking about himself.
No, he's not talking about himself.
Okay.
He's talking about an actual person.
Gotcha. I didn't know if he was doing the whole, that was my wife, and now she's no longer his wife. So, but also, I forgot to mention it, I did change my strange patterns to 6 because we long rested.
Okay.
And I did roll a 6
Take a note.
for one of my dice, so I gained a hope.
Okay.
For Kyle, I'm not lying to all of you, I did roll a 6-7 on the die.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
So,
Oh, shit, I just got my dice.
there you go.
All right. But yeah, that's like he's speaking all sorts of truth and about a different person. Any other queries before you leave, or
That is,
are you okay with leave?
that is all I had.
Then go with great guidance, and may the blood in your veins guide you to your path.
I will say that Sable will stick around for an extra second after everybody else has left the room. And no, it's not what you guys think. I will walk up to Draghoul and I will say, you know, you were a formidable opponent last night. It's been quite some time where I've seriously sparred with someone to the brink of death multiple times. So it was a nice reality check for me, I guess you could say. Anyway, I'm gonna give you this, and she's gonna hold out a note that she's written. And I will send you what it says in a minute. But yeah, she'll hand it out and she'll be like, thank you again for your hospitality with us just kind of barging in here, and, you know, me accidentally slipping, you know, with my dagger, and, you know, I slipped and accidentally almost hit you, you know, whatever. Thanks for being cool about it, I guess. Anyway, that's all.
All right, you're quite welcome. And here, and he, like, from his hand, like, he does, like, he shakes his hand a little bit, and then 3, like, healing potions appear in his hand, and he gives them to you.
Hell yeah.
Compensation for the use of your healing potions during our duel.
You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that. These will come in handy, I'm sure, considering what I get myself into, if last night is any example. Okay, great. Gonna go catch up with my friends. I hope you have a wonderful time. Try not to kill people with your dire bats, but I guess you know, it is what it is.
Go with Bloodstained. Take care.
And Sable will walk out and meet up with the rest of the party.
I don't like the way he keeps telling all of us to go with blood. I really don't like that.
All right. And with that, as you guys leave the castle, you are now met with a beautiful sight upon, like, you know, leaving the veil of, like, you know, his realm. A vast, vast forest and rolling plains, as you are now officially in the southern kingdoms of Gate. And with that, we are going to end today's session.
Wait, can I roll a perception?
Okay, yes, you can roll perception.
Do I see the DTL card?
Yes, you do. It is off in the distance.
I didn't even roll. That's what I was rolling for.
Too bad. You already,
You
saw
see
it.
it.
Oh, I see it. I've obtained the knowledge. I have pierced the weave of time and space. We have found the DTO.
And with that, guys, we're ending today's session. And a little bonus news for all of you guys.
Y'all level up.
Yes!
Let's go!
Let's fucking go. I'm so excited.
I'm so hyped for this.
I get new animals.
Nice.
I think I get a new
Every
spell.
level get new animals.
So you guys are
Hell yeah!
level 3.
Nice.
And we are going to dish out lesser inspirations. Lowy. Where are you going to give your lesser inspiration to?
See, this is tough. This is tough because I want to give it to all three of you because you all three did different things, and I'm like, fuck, I could give a lesser inspiration for. However, I'm gonna give it to Kiri's because she had no reason to want to jump into that fight with me, but she did and didn't think twice about it and helped out in a crucial moment. So, the Kiri's.
Awesome. Thank you. Ratchet, who are you going to give your lesser inspiration to?
Sable.
Thanks.
Stealth, who are you going to give your lesser inspiration to?
Now this one's tough. Now this one is a tough one. Because the obvious route for me would be like, give it to Sable for diving in and fighting Draghoul. That's deciding to poke the bear as she often does. Like, that's a noteworthy feature. Yeah, I think I'm compelled to be pulled in the way of giving it to Sable for the night.
Thank you.
All right. Skylar.
I'm going to also give mine to Sable because of what she said while Curious was unconscious. Because I don't think that Curious has ever heard anybody be that nice to her. Like, just to be that nice, you know? I think that
Thanks.
it's a nice little gut punch.
Hey, and now that just leaves me. Did I give you guys everybody inspiration last time, or no?
No.
No? Okay. Because I kind of feel like everybody deserves an inspiration in this session. Obviously, Sable,
yeah.
you did really amazing. Patch, I mean, spinning Kemptala, doing the stuff that you're doing. It's pretty obvious you're playing into your character. Kemptala with your ingenuity of the ceremonial dagger. That shit was pretty cool. And obviously for Kiri's, you leading into help out your friend Sable is also all tying it together with your characters and stuff. So I will cop out a little bit and I'll make sure that everybody gets a lesser inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Yo! Thanks, Crawl.
You're quite welcome. And so with that, we will end today's session. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will be taking a 3-week, at least for a main session, 3-week hiatus, because I will be working on a set for a film that I'm going to be working on, that I'm going to be specifically gaffing for, doing all the lights for and stuff. So that's what I'll be working on for the next 3 weeks. But in the meantime, we might potentially be getting one-shots from some of our very own players at this table today. So please go look out for that and show them all the love and support that you can. Also show love and support to Stealth for hosting us once again. And with that, everyone, have a wonderful night. Take care. Have a good one.
Boy.
Boy.